All right, another very good evening to everyone, and welcome back to Belleville East. I hope everybody was able to tell their friends and their family that we have switched over to YouTube, and look at that, a nice crystal clear picture on the old YouTube channel. So that's where we're going to do this game from, so we'll find out through Huddle, if we can, what's going on, and we're going to take a break because we're in the middle of a national anthem just about, and we will play the pregame interview at halftime when we get to that point. We'll be back in a moment.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420. Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975. All Fluffed Up Grooming Salon in Caseyville is your go-to place to get that pampered treatment for your fur baby. All Fluffed Up offers one-on-one grooming sessions by skilled and professional groomers, focusing on a stress-free and fear-free experience for both pup and pup parent. Owned and operated by former Kahok Jenny Eves, All Fluffed Up in Caseyville offers nail trimming, ear cleanings, bathing, and fur trimming, as well as full cuts. All Fluffed Up Grooming Salon in Caseyville, 16 East Reynolds Street. Call Jenny Eves for an appointment at 618-855-8533. Mobile grooming coming soon. That's All Fluffed Up in Caseyville, 618-855-8533. And once again, we welcome you back here to Belleville East High School. My name is Todd Duke, and glad that you all are sticking it out with us here tonight because we've ran into some technical difficulties, which happens in this business sometimes. And none of them are our fault because, as you can see on YouTube, we got a picture-perfect screen. We have audio, we have video, we got everything going on. So we're just going to have to do this game on YouTube, and we'll try to figure out what happened on the Huddle TV side of things a little bit later on after the holiday weekend comes to a close. On the other microphone and working the camera for us tonight, the one, the only, Mr. Chris Keller. How are you, sir?
All right, once we get everything going here, it's all a work in progress on that end, but football team is also ready for this game, and if they're a work in progress here, first steps here tonight in week one here at Belleville East.
Yeah, all right, so let's run over a little bit of what we do know. Some of the guys that are gone. Chase Reynolds no longer the quarterback for Collinsville. He completed 97 of 176 passes last year for 857 yards, and he had 4 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. His backup is going to be the starter this year, and that is Jace Wilkinson. He took a few snaps last year. He completed 6 of 13 passes for 53 yards through 1 touchdown and 1 interception. Of course, Chase Reynolds and Rome Richardson primarily did all the running last year for Collinsville. As far as the run game is concerned, Lazarian Stewart is going to get the start here tonight. He ran the ball 12 times last year for just 11 yards. Jace Wilkinson, when he was in there at quarterback, ran the ball 3 times for 11 yards. Amari Rogers-Parrott, he was the leading wide receiver last year, caught 40 passes, 1 touchdown, 438 yards. He has graduated, so Loyal Patterson would be next on that list. Patterson last year hauled in 24 passes for 216 yards. And, of course, Devin Habermill, Rome Richardson, and Michael Tongay ruled on the defense last year. They are gone. Returning is the aforementioned Loyal Patterson. He had a couple of interceptions and a fumble to go along with his 26 tackles. And John Thomas had one quarterback sack. Adam Fraser had another quarterback sack. Those two are back. And the defense is going to look a little better or a little different as well. Belleville East, Kingston Jones took the majority of the snaps last year at quarterback. He went 86 of 166 for 948 yards, 10 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. His backup, Caden Wood, completed 62 of 88 for 700 yards, 6 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and it's going to be Caden Wood who is going to get the start here tonight for Belleville East. Jadion Beeman returns as their premier running back, 121 carries last year, 784 yards, and 9 touchdowns. James Johnson returns on the wide receiver side, 40 catches, 602 yards, and 4 touchdowns on the year. We are about ready to get this thing underway. Collinsville will kick off, and Belleville East will have the ball first as we get going on here. That is a beautiful Friday night, isn't it?
Definitely. Got up to about 85 a day, a little warmer than it has been all week, but it's definitely not humid or anything like that, and it's going to be a comfortable night here to start this game. We've definitely had way hotter week 1 games.
Oh, yeah, definitely. All right, here we go. Matt Reynolds is ready to kick things off. Got a man back deep for Belleville East. That is Jaden DeWalt, and that one is going to sail over to the far side, and it's going to be taken not by DeWalt, but up the middle it goes, and the last man back. Well, you know, Matt Reynolds slowed him up just enough that he got a little help from the backside, and that prevented that thing from going the distance.
That was the kicker, Reynolds, who got the first grab on him. Slowed enough for DeAndre Brown to get the tackle there and bring him down, but just before he got to midfield.
All right, that'll bring out the Belleville East offense. You have Caden Wood, the senior at quarterback. The running back here to start is going to be Josh Ware. He is also a senior. Kerry Willis, James Johnson, and Anthony Heitch are your wide receivers, and Ja'Cory Brown is the tight end for Belleville East as they begin first and 10 from their own 47-yard line. And we'll have our first offensive snap of this game. Wood, he's back in shotgun. He's going to take the snap, empty backfield. He looks down the middle. He's still looking down the middle. Finally throws it a little bit off tackle, and it is incomplete off of the hands of James Johnson. Just at the last second, he could not complete that pass, and the defensive stop on the other side, or the pressure on the other side, was that Jaden McCoy?
Yeah, it was Jaden McCoy. He did enough to disrupt Johnson there. I got him all turned around there. Quarterback had all kinds of time there to get that pass off, and the deep option was there, but just couldn't finish it off.
So that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 now for Belleville East. Empty backfield once again. 3 wide receivers on the far side. 1 over here on the near side. And we're going to have a flag as Collinsville stepped into the neutral zone.
Yeah, it looked like it was 21, A.J. Richardson, the first one across, and we'll make 2nd and 5.
2nd down and 5. Defensively for Collinsville, up front, Adam Frazier, Jaden Harry, Ja'Cory York, A.J. Richardson. Your linebackers are Will Swip, Logan Abernathy, and Zamarian Boykin. And in the backfield, you have John Thomas, DeAndre Brown, Jaden McCoy, and Anthony Brown. And we have a whistle. That's going to be a false start against Belleville East, so Collinsville will get those 5 yards right back.
Looks like everybody went, but the center just didn't snap it. East gives the 5 yards right back.
We'll take it. And now another 2nd down and 10. It's like deja vu. This time we have a single running back, but the head referee is going to go ahead and blow this one
the ball
before
needs
it gets
to be
started.
Farther back. It needs to be
at right where the sticks are.
Yeah, it's 2nd and 10.
What'd they do? Move it back 2 yards?
Yeah, it was right on the 50.
All right, 2nd down and 10 from the 47 for Belleville East. 1 lone running back. That is Josh Ware. He stands over the right shoulder of Caden Wood. 3 wide receivers still on the far side, though. 1 over here on the near side, and Wood takes the snap. He hands it off to Ware. Ware's got a lot of room up the middle until he finally gets brought down on the defensive side of things by Zamarian Boykin, but that's going to be enough for a 1st down.
Big hole to go up the middle for Ware. Boykin, last guy back. was able to reach back and pull him down. First down, Lancers.
The Lancers are on the move. Collinsville's defense is going to be tested here tonight. There's a fake handoff to Ware. The throw goes into the flat area, and it's complete as they get the ball to Jalen DeWalt. And that's going to be good enough for about 5 yards, so we'll bring up a 2nd down and 5 for the Lancers. Okay, we'll call it 2nd and 6.
DeWalt open underneath there, gets the 4 yards. East takes the shorter completion instead of going farther down the field.
So 2nd down and about 6 to go. Man goes into motion. That's DeWalt. And the handoff is going to go to Ware. Ware will try the left side. He'll have some success. He'll pick up a 1st down, and he'll be inside the 20-yard line. They brought him down at around the 19, so it'll be 1st and 10 in the red zone for Belleville East.
Follows his lead blocker there. That allows him to get open one-on-one with the Kahok initially, but speeds past him, and then takes the secondary, have to finish that one off, but a 1st down Lancers.
2 wide receivers go out on the far side. That's Kerry Willis and James Johnson on the far side. Anthony Heitch over here on the near side. And again, the lone setback, this time a different running back. That is Caleb Witten out there for Belleville East, but it's going to be Wood to throw. He throws onto the outside, and he has Willis wide open. Willis gets tripped up at the 5-yard line. He hit the ground. They're going to call him down there. So it'll be 1st down and goal for Belleville East. And it looks like they're going to mark him down at the 4-yard line, so inside the 5, and the Lancers are on the move.
Yep, just that first initial incomplete pass, then a couple penalties each side, but Belleville East marching down here. Only 2 minutes in, they're inside the 5.
1 wide receiver lined up is James Johnson over here on this near side. 3 more over on the far side. And Wood is going to go back to pass. He tries the back corner, and he has got it to James Johnson for the score, and the Lancers will go up 6-0, waiting the extra point.
Woods with plenty of time to pass that one. Looked center, looked right, and then there was a one-on-one left between Johnson and DeAndre Brown of the Kahawks. Pass is high enough for Johnson to pull that one in. Touchdown, Lancers.
So the extra point try coming up here for Belleville East. And that will be not the guy that they had on their list. That one's low and not going to happen. And we'll see if that comes back to haunt Belleville East a little bit later on.
Killian Rauch was the kicker there. Missed it anyway.
Yep, so 6-0 in favor of Belleville East. We will take a timeout, come back, and Collinsville will get their first crack on offense when we do so in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
And we welcome you back once again to Belleville East High School. Chris Kettler on the camera and the other microphone tonight. My name is Todd Duke. Collinsville will get their first try on offense here. And back deep for Collinsville. Looks like it's going to be Matt Reynolds, and I can't see the other one right off the top of my head. I have a number 24, but I don't have a 24 on my roster.
Might be Damon Dyer. I think he was 45, but then I think at school day I saw him running around in a 24 jersey.
Sam Hockey is going to handle the kickoff duties, and he'll send a bouncer all the way through the up front men. It's going to be taken by Reynolds. Reynolds will skirt from the near side to the far side, trying to cut it up the middle. We got a flag on the play deep back behind everything, so I have a feeling it's going to be a hold against Collinsville, and it is.
Well, just like last year at Collinsville, Belleville East took the ball first, went down, scored a touchdown right away. First possession. See if this Kahok's possession can't go better than the one did last year, because that was a safety in 2 plays.
Yeah. 9:35 to play here in the first quarter. 6-0 in favor of Belleville East for Collinsville. Jace Wilkinson is your quarterback. Lazarian Stewart, the running back. We have Christian Bardney, Kane Wyan, and Matt Reynolds as your wide receivers. Logan Odell is your tight end. And up front, Caleb Patton returns, the only starter returning on the offensive line. He'll be joined by Gerardo Osogera, Quincy Johnson, George Smith, and Georgie Ballinger.
Gregory.
Huh?
Gregory Ballinger.
Oh, Gregory, sorry. Gregory. All right, so Collinsville right now got a little stoppage in action going on here.
Play clock? Oh, you got to get the right ball out here.
I see. Kane Wyan and Matt Reynolds lined up as wide receivers over on the far side of the field.
Ball mix up here. For some reason, Caleb's ball was mixed up with the East ball.
Bardney is the lone wideout over here on the near side. Wilkinson has Lazarian Stewart over his left shoulder. And here's the snap. It's going to be a handoff to Stewart. He goes up the middle, and he'll have a little success. He'll be brought down at around the 12-yard line as that one started on the Kahawks' 9-yard line, so a gain of about 3 on the play.
Inside carry there, going through the teeth of it. 4-yard gain, Stewart.
So that'll bring up 2nd down and 6 here for Collinsville.
Gain of 4, it'll be 2nd down and 6.
2nd down and 6, clock moving as we approach 9 minutes left to play here in this first quarter. Collinsville already down 6-0. This time Stewart moves over the right shoulder of Wilkinson. White out split, and that's the way that he's going to go is Wilkinson, and he completes the pass. No, did he not? Nope, incomplete. That pass was intended for
Odell,
I think, yeah.
Odell
on the tight end position.
Tight end there. Probably see him from time to time with that. Could hold on to the ball.
So 3rd down and 6 now for the Kahawks. Need to get a first down here because you are definitely not in 4-down territory this deep in your own end. Not that Coach Rhodes hasn't done that before, but we will see what goes on here. Stewart stands once again over to the right-hand shoulder of Wilkinson. 2 wide receivers split up over on the far side, one over here on the near side. Back to pass is Wilkinson. He's going to throw, and that ball is almost picked off. That was intended for Stewart, but stepping right in front of him and everybody else, I believe that was Trayvon Smith.
Smith almost sniffed that one out there and almost had a pick 6.
Yeah.
Forcing the Kahawks to punt.
Yeah, Matt Reynolds and Loyal Patterson are going to probably take turns in the punt department. Right now, looks like Matt Reynolds is going to be the one that's going to be punting from his end zone, and they are going to send James Johnson back for the punt return, and he stands in Collinsville territory. So Reynolds needs a pretty good kick here. Here's the snap. Reynolds puts a boot into it, and it's a high spinning kick that the kick returner's not going to be able to touch, and that one will end up rolling out of bounds in front of the Belleville East bench, and they'll mark him down right at the 40-yard line. So a little bit of a better start for Belleville East than they had at the initial start when they started on their own 47-yard line, but they ended up driving 53 yards to hit pay dirt, and that's why they are up 6-0.
Just one incomplete pass and 5-yard penalty. Everything else was up the field for Belleville East. Kahok defense going to have to get some stoppage here as offense possesses the ball for only about a minute off the game clock.
Yeah, might have been even less than that. Wood and company come away from the Lancers sideline here on this near side of the field. Lancers are out there in their navy blue uniforms, but they have the sky blue helmets. That's their main color here at Belleville East. Wood, he takes the snap back there all by himself. He steps up, throws a long ball all the way down into the end zone, but he overthrew everybody. That was intended for James Johnson. And Jaden McCoy there on the coverage. He was there with him step for step.
Yeah, he slowed down Johnson enough that the pass just wasn't there. Wood still with plenty of time to pass the ball. Kahok defensive line just hasn't gotten any pressure on him yet.
So that'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. Stops the clock with 8:33 left to play here in this first quarter. Glad that you are with us. We had some troubles on the Huddle TV side of things. Tried twice same things happen, so we decided to move everything over to YouTube, and we've got a crystal clear picture going on here tonight. There is a run right up the middle and all the way. It's going to be a touchdown. And that one is Josh Ware.
Untouched.
No
Kahok's got a hand on him at all. Busted it up the middle and then gets through everybody there, and he scores on 16 seconds after their possession started.
Yep. So right now, 12-0 in favor of Belleville East. They are going to go for the extra point. I figured they would try for 2 since they missed the first one. This time they're going to bring in Sam Hockey to try the extra point. And the snap holds good. Kick is on the way, and the kick is good. And that will make it 13-0 in favor of Belleville East. So another break comes your way, and Collinsville's second possession will come your way on the other side of this break on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Hockey set to kick off once again, and back deep. We have Loyal Patterson back on this near side. Again, number 24, I have no idea who that is. And this one's going to send Patterson back to the 10 over on the near sideline. Patterson will take it from there. He's across the 20, and a flag comes in late. I'm not sure what this one's going to be, but now illegal block in the back by Collinsville, and for the second straight kickoff, Collinsville commits an infraction as the ball is being ran back.
Wasn't going to be that good a starting position anyway, but already 10 yards back.
Well, at least he got it up to the 20 then. So basically it's a gain of about 2 on the return, as Jace Wilkinson and company will try it again on offense here. 8:18 left to play here in this opening quarter. 13-0 in favor of Belleville East. 2 wide receivers on the far side, 1 on the near side. Near side receiver is Loyal Patterson. And Lazarian Stewart, I think, is back there as the running back. Patterson's going to go into motion. That'll put all 3 wide receivers on the same side. And the toss is going to be caught by Patterson, but he got his face mask grabbed by James Johnson right after he caught it. So Collinsville's going to get some extra yardage out of this.
Patterson on the reception, flag on the play.
Yeah, that's just pulling a guy down by his face mask.
Yeah, it sure was, while he was in midair.
That should be 15.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Flag on the play is a face mask against the Lancers.
Yep. No, face man pointed the wrong way, the referee did.
Way.
It's the first game for him, too. Everybody's trying to get back into it here, including us, and I'm sure the players. So that'll help Collinsville out. They'll have it 1st and 10 now from their own 27-yard line. And a fresh set of downs, and we'll see what happens here with Collinsville. What in the world's going on back there? Somebody lose their mouthpiece?
George Smith went back for something.
Yeah, that was his mouthpiece, because he put it right in his mouth. 2 wide receivers over here on the near side, 1 on the far side, 1 lone running back. Well, once again, here is Wilkinson in shotgun. Man goes into motion from far to near. The handoff is going to go absolutely nowhere. Back to the 20, loss of 2 on the play.
Antoine Brown with the tackle behind the line of scrimmage for the
Yeah,
Lancers.
pretty sure the 24 is Damon Dyer. He's 45 on the roster. Don't know why they switched the numbers already.
Yeah.
Bring up 2nd and 15.
He's in there for this series. Stewart was the back during the first series.
All right. 2nd down and 15. That's right. They did lose 7 yards, not 2. I was looking at the wrong yard line. So 2nd and long. 7 minutes left to play here in this opening quarter.
Play clock
13-0.
has expired here. Did the Cavs get a timeout? Nope.
No, they did not. So that'll cost them another 5 yards. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 20 now for Collinsville. Right now, things are not going great for the men in the purple and the black and the white. Under 7 minutes to go now. 13-0 in favor of the Lancers. Collinsville looking at a 2nd down and 20. They got to get it all the way up to the 37-yard line for a 1st down. And it's going to be another handoff to Dyer, and this time he might have gotten back to the line. Nope, he lost the yard.
Well, that's their beast defensive lineman,
Oh, yeah.
John Brullo.
Bring up 3rd down and 21.
Jonathan Rouleau, the big guy up front, and you heard, well, you didn't hear, I played that pregame interview for you at halftime, but Coach Rhodes mentioned when I was talking to him that the defensive line for Belleville East is a beast. 3 wide receivers lined up over here on the right side of the formation, 1 on the far side, empty backfield. Wilkinson in shotgun.
Definitely passing down here.
And he's back to pass. He looks the whole way over to the far side, has Matt Reynolds, and Reynolds gets taken out of bounds at around the 24-yard line, so that's going to bring up a 4th down and about 13 to go for a 1st down. And Collinsville probably trotting out the punting team, and that looks like exactly what they're going to do.
Referee saying, just wind the clock here. Finally, they get it going. But not a lot of time to pass there for Jace. On that one, they throw it underneath the sticks there to Reynolds. East will take that and force the Canucks to punt.
James Johnson back deep. He stands at his own 45-yard line. Matt Reynolds stands right around the 10. A little bit of an off-centered snap, and that one's high and spinning once again. And it's going to take a Collinsville bounce, but it's going to end up going right toward the Belleville East bench, and the Lancers will start once again in Collinsville territory at the Kahok 42-yard line.
Kahok at the 42-yard line. Collinsville 42-yard line will be 1st down and 10 for the Lancers.
Belleville East will start once again in Collinsville territory.
Can't do that all night long, or you're going to be asking for trouble. 5.5 to go here in this opening quarter. 13-0 in favor of Belleville East, and they are poised to extend that on this drive. Collinsville sure could use a turnover right now.
Anything positive at this point, because the only negative thing Belleville East has had is a couple incomplete passes.
And Josh Ware receives the handoff, and he tries the right side and gets back up to the line of scrimmage. Might have lost about a half a yard on that play.
He started going sideways on that one. That bought enough time for Will Swip to get the tackle.
Loss of 1 will be 2nd and 11.
2nd down and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Lancers have committed a couple of penalties, one on offense and one on defense. The defensive one cost them 15 yards, but it did not end up hurting them. Ware, the lone running back again, and now we're going to have a timeout called.
Belleville East calls timeout.
Yep. Belleville East does indeed call timeout, so we'll step aside as well. We're back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family. Ware got the handoff on the 2nd down and 11 for Belleville East and got back to the line of scrimmage. That was it.
Yeah, he was initially wrapped up in the backfield by Adam Frazier, who lost his control of him and didn't get any help. And Ware spun out a little bit and got it back up to the line of scrimmage.
So 3rd down and 11 now for Belleville East. Collinsville looking for a stop here on 3rd down. I would think the Lancers will probably go for it on 4th from here, but let's all find out together, shall we? Ware remains in there as the lone running back. Snap goes to Wood, and he's back to pass. Now he scrambles. He's heading toward the sideline. He'll run out of bounds before the 1st down, so it's going to bring up a 4th down and about 3 or 4 to go.
Pretty manageable 4th down. I'm sure this territory you'll go for it. Down to 36. 4th and 3 we'll go with. Kahawks need to get this stop, get the ball back.
4th down and 3. 3 wide receivers over here on this left side, 1 over on the right side. And again, the lone running back is Josh Ware. Wood looks over to the sideline. He has about 10 seconds left on the play clock, so plenty of time if they want to change things up. And he looks a little confused, though. Now Ware over the other shoulder. Play clock is down to 2 seconds as that ball was released. And once again, Wood is on the run, and he's going to go down, and a turnover on downs will give Collinsville back the ball in their best starting field position thus far in this game. They'll have it at their own 37-yard line.
Quarterback didn't like anything he saw. He thought he could scramble for it again, but Jonathan Jones wraps him up and gets the 4th down stop for the Kahawks.
So some positive news there for Collinsville. We'll see if that can translate into some positive energy for the offense here as Jace Wilkinson, the 5'10", 160-pound senior, trots back out there. Kane Wyan will line up as a wide receiver over on the far side. 2 more over here on this side, Patterson and Reynolds.
It looks like we go with Harper now.
Running back?
Yeah, third series, 3rd different running back.
A little bit of a high snap. Wilkinson gets it, and it's complete to Loyal Patterson. He spins out of some trouble, turns it into a positive gain. Boy, I tell you what, that was all Patterson there.
Yeah, well, it initially nearly got intercepted by his own guy, his Logan Odell, when jumping for it. And then Patterson gets it and does some spin moves, stays elusive, still can't get the 1st down.
Yeah, got it picked up 5, though, so it'll bring up a 2nd down and 5. Ran out of bounds, so the clock stops with 3:44 left to play here in this 1st quarter. Once again, Wyan goes out over on the far side. Patterson over here on the near side. Matt Reynolds in the slot on the left side of the formation. And Wilkinson takes the snap, hands the ball off. A little bit of off tackle over to the right, and a gain of maybe 1 on the play.
Not much running room for Harper. Caden Rauch and Javon Smith on the defensive stop for East.
3rd down and 3, so they're going to say a pickup of 2. Harper will stay in there as running back. He will position himself over the left shoulder of Wilkinson. 2 wide receivers on the far, 1 on the near, and a tight end tucked over here on the right side of the formation. And a little clap action, and that draws Belleville East offside. And I don't know what they want to talk about. Now they're going to call it a false start.
They're all pointing at 53 on the KSS. Gregory Ballinger.
So that'll bring up a 3rd down and 8. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that 3rd down was much more manageable at 3.
Yep.
Just might need to change the play here.
Wilkinson had to go all the way over to the sideline to get the play. He comes back, still 10 seconds left on the play clock. Same formation, however. Wilkinson takes the snap just as time was about ready to run out. And Wilkinson is on the move. He's looking, he throws, and that one's picked off. Picked off by James Johnson, and Johnson is going to have himself a 39-yard pick six to give Belleville East 20 points.
I think Belleville East going to get some kind of celebration penalty as a flag comes flying in late, but Jace was trying to scramble there, make something happen, and throws it in a bad spot there. East catches it, runs it back for the touchdown. Johnson with his second touchdown of the game has gotten one on offense and defense.
Yeah, I'm sure that's excessive celebration. Saw one of those the Monday night Columbia for the soccer game. Cost the young man a red card. He couldn't play for the rest of the game. Columbia still rolled on to a 3-0 win, but they try to cut down on that stuff in high school. Unsportsmanlike conduct, excessive celebration, exactly what's called. So they'll put that one on the kickoff.
Yeah, probably on the kickoff here. East might go for 2 here.
Well, they got
no, that kicker's
the kicker
coming back out.
Yeah, Sam Hockey. Yeah.
After the touchdown is an unsportsmanlike penalty against the Lancers.
As Jace just tried to dish that one off and pass you, that maybe have Chase Reynolds or other quarterbacks that might try to scramble for that one. Pinnell, other guys in the past. Jace is looking to pass first there and ends up costing him. Throws it into Johnson of Belleville East.
There's the snap. The hold is good. The kick is on the way, and the kick is
that's good.
Good. That was a line drive right through the inside of the near side upright, and I misspoke earlier. Now it's 20-0 in favor of Belleville East. So we have another break coming your way while we wait for Collinsville to get yet another possession here. And we're back in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Todd Duke, Chris Keller are back with you from Belleville East High School, 20-0 in favor of Belleville East, and we still have 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to play here in this first quarter.
Nothing going right for the Kahoks, except for this kickoff will be lead them to some good field position.
Should help. Loyal Patterson and Damon Dyer, they're standing right around their own 25-yard line to collect this kick.
Hopefully they don't get a penalty, give them right back, as Kahoks got a couple penalties on the kickoffs.
2 kickoffs and 2 penalties. This one's high end over end. Patterson takes it at about the 24-yard line and cuts it around up the middle, does another cut, and gets some pretty good yardage. Collinsville will have the ball first down from their own 45.
Good return there. That second cut just happened to lead him into the arms of Belleville East player. If he could have seen some more upfield openness, he might have stayed elusive there and gotten to the outside and really out in the open field, but we'll take it. Start at the 45.
Best starting field position for Collinsville thus far. The Kahawks have not been into Belleville East territory as of yet. We're hoping that can change here on this possession.
See which running back we go with for the 4th possession. Stick with.
Looks like it's going to be Stewart.
Back to Stewart.
The power runner, Coach Rhodes said. 2 wide receivers over here on the near side. That is Patterson and Reynolds. And once again, Wilkinson in shotgun. He'll hand the ball off to Stewart. He'll try just a little off tackle on the left side, and he'll lose about a yard on the play.
Infighting down there on the lines there. A couple Kahawks throwing their hands up like, okay, we're out of it. We're not doing anything else.
Yeah, but might have got a little hands to the face on that one that didn't get seen, so I think Collinsville got a little lucky there. And you got some new AstroTurf here at Belleville East. They got a nice little Lancers logo design cut into the turf. 2nd down and 11 for Collinsville. Wilkinson in shotgun again, takes the snap, hands it off to Stewart. Stewart tries the left side this time, has a little room, and looks like he's going to be run out of bounds at the Lancers' 47-yard line. So the Kahawks do end up penetrating Lancer territory. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 2.5 maybe for a 1st down. Collinsville looking for their first down of this game.
I had it down to 3rd and 3 earlier, but then a penalty pushed him back.
Kane Hawaiian lines up as a wide receiver on the far side. Patterson and Reynolds come over here to this side. Logan Eldell lines up as the tight end, tucked inside that left side of the line. Stewart remains the running back. He's going to get the handoff, and he's going to jot his way up the middle, and he has a 1st down. Kahawks get their first down of the game.
Great job on that right side offensive line, and helped out by Odell lining up as the tight end. Stewart follows his blocks, gets the Kahawks' first down.
We are down to 35 seconds left to play here in this first quarter. Play clock is at 25, so they'll have to get off at least one more play before the end of the quarter. As the huddle breaks, Hawaiian again lines up over on the far side. Patterson and Reynolds over on this side. This time Odell is going to be in between Patterson and Reynolds, and Stewart remains in there as the lone running back. And the snap to Wilkinson. It's going to be another handoff to Stewart. This time he gets swallowed up before he can even get back to the line of scrimmage, and that is going to do it for the first quarter of play here. 20-0 in favor of Belleville East after 1 quarter of play. Quarter number 2, as what we have coming your way next after a timeout here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100.
Once again, we welcome you back here to Belleville East High School. Todd Duke, Chris Kettler with you. 1 quarter in the books. 20-0 in favor of Belleville East. Collinsville is on the move. They have a 2nd down and 13 at the Belleville East 44-yard line as we switch ends of the field. And let's see if Collinsville can get a little offensive momentum going on here and get themselves on the board.
Come out of the corner here. It looks like Dyer comes within a quarterback as Stewart has had some good runs here in the first part of this possession.
3 wide receivers over here on the near side, including Odell, the tight end, and rolling and throwing the ball into the ground. But he did have a receiver out there, as that was Dyer. It hit him right in the ankles, so no intentional grounding call there, as Wilkinson just did a good job getting rid of that ball.
All he could do there, looking for the screen pass to Dyer there. He had absolutely no time. You know, you're looking there for the defensive line to over-penetrate there, but they're just too fast there and didn't give Jason enough time to get that right into Dyer to make that play.
So 3rd down and 13 here for Collinsville. Need to pick up a 1st down. Got to do that all the way down at the 32-yard line. Dyer remains the lone running back. 2 wide receivers near, 1 far. Wilkinson will roll out to his right. He's looking, and on the run, he throws a wobbly pass. He could not plant his feet because he was being chased once again, so that'll fall incomplete. Stop the clock with 11:48 left to play here in quarter number 2. And we'll see if Coach Rhodes wants to go for it on 4th down here or send out the punt unit.
The 2 guys from East coming through there. Not Jace with not much time there. Looks like they're going to punt.
Looks that way. As James Johnson will go all the way down and stand in between the 15 and the 20-yard line. Matt Reynolds, by the time he gets this ball in Takes a couple of steps to get a kick. He'll be kicking it off from about the 45. It bounces to him. He has to kick it quickly. And it's not a bad kick. It'll roll sideways, though. Collinsville can't seem to get one of those north to south rolls on these punts. It seems like all of them are just hitting the ground and going straight to the sidelines.
Maybe with the new turf, that's just kind of how it's bouncing when it hits the turf. That Rulo is in there again there on that punt play for East. He's all over the place.
Well, this is the deepest that the Lancers have started any of their drives, as they'll start 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Collinsville stopped Belleville East on their last drive. Well, they did, and then they didn't. All right, here's Caden Wood. Wood stands in shotgun, one lone running back behind him, and he'll hand that one off, and up the middle will go the running back. I don't think that's Josh Ware. That is going to be Caleb Witten.
Caleb Witten, number 20, his first carry.
Got about 8 yards on the play.
Yeah, he followed some good blocks across the way there and picked up about 8.
So, a short gain for Belleville East to move the chains. Witten stands over the right-hand shoulder of Wood. One wide receiver on either side near the sidelines. Everybody else tucked into that formation at the line of scrimmage. Look for the quarterback keeper or another run. Well, he's going to go back to pass. That kind of fooled me. And they flush him out of the pocket. Wood is on the run, and he'll throw the ball, and a completed, nope. He dropped the pass. A flag came in there at the last moment. I saw something fly through the air.
They're going to get a
holding call against Belleville East.
44 Halton.
Yeah, I think he ripped off one of the armbands of one of the Collinsville rushers to keep him from getting to his quarterback. That's what the piece of fabric was that went flying through the air.
They're really tangled up, and they got Halton on the hold just before Wood got rid of the ball. Will take the penalty instead of the incompletion.
Yeah, 2nd down and 12. Incompletion would have been 3rd down and 2. I like the thinking there. Witten remains the lone running back. This time 3 wide receivers on the left side. They go over to that side and immediately throw the ball up, but a nice open field tackle there for Collinsville. And Logan Abernathy kept that one to a minimum, got about a yard or 2 on the play, so 3rd down and 10.
Good job on the linebacker staying home there on that open field. Make a short gain there for East, 3rd and 10.
So a nice stop here for Collinsville would bode well. Wood in shotgun once again. 3 wide receivers on the far side, 1 over here on the near side. And now Wood will change the play. Go up and tell his line of scrimmage what's going on. And the snap with about 2 seconds left on the play clock. There's a throw, and it's a little bit overthrown. It was intended for Anthony Height. And that one falls incomplete, and we'll see if Belleville East is going to punt for the first time tonight.
Height 1-on-1 with DeAndre Brown of the Cahoks, and East will punt for the first time.
Yeah, looks like it. Kingston Jones, the quarterback from last year, will be the punter this year. And Collinsville will send back Loyal Patterson. Patterson will stand right around midfield. Right now on his side of midfield. Jones gets the snap, and that one goes pop straight up in the air. Not going to go more than about 20 yards and take a Collinsville bounce. And the ball will finally get stopped at about the 35-yard line. They're going to actually say at the 32-yard line. So Collinsville with really good starting field position here. 9:47 left to play in the second quarter. 20-0 in favor of Belleville East. This would be prime opportunity for Collinsville to get on the board.
And that ball really took a good Collinsville bounce, and 76 Caleb Ingram of Belleville East went diving for it to stop it from going farther back.
But as soon as he touched it, it was dead.
That's why he went for the touch to stop it from going farther down the other way.
So Collinsville back out on offense once again. Kane Wood, Christian Bardney, and Loyal Patterson line up on the far side. Empty backfield. You have Odell and Reynolds over here on the near side. Wilkinson back to pass, looks, throws down the sideline, and that one is caught, but I believe it was out of bounds. And that was caught by one of the Belleville East defensive backs.
Kevin Gibson comes up with it, but
he was out of bounds,
no
thankfully.
feet in.
Yeah. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Stops the clock with 9:40 left to play here in the second quarter. 20-0 in favor of Belleville East.
Yeah, no running backs in there. There were five wideouts this time, and they send Patterson to the sidelines and Harper come in.
Yeah, Amari Harper comes back in. Yeah, you kind of telegraph things there when you got 5 wide receivers lined up, don't you? Now we're going to have a timeout called by Collinsville, so we will step aside as well. And we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
It's probably the largest purchase you'll ever make. We have 5 agents on our team.
We cover about an hour radius around St. Louis.
We grew up here. We know every town like the back of our hands.
Our job as realtors is helping someone find their dream home, whether it's a family or an individual. We just want to do everything that we can to keep the process as simple and as stress-free as possible for you.
The Blaylock Group, the official realtors of the Kahok Sports Network and Kahok Athletics. Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants, it all comes down to one thing: taking care of students. More importantly, your student. Yes, we are there for the teachers, and we help them in any way possible.
Back here at Belleville East High School, we'll try to make up that commercial there for the Collinsville Education Association. Or Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. That's complete to Matt Reynolds, and Reynolds gets taken down inside the 20-yard line to about the 28. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 3 to go for a 1st down here for Collinsville. Make it 4.
Oh, underneath pass is about all the time Collinsville has had time for. Reynolds gets that one and try back for this 3rd down.
Lyon is the only wide receiver on the far side. Real close to the line of scrimmage, though, or the formation. 2 more over here on the near side. Harper, the lone running back, but Wilkinson's back to pass again. Has a little bit more time and zips one in there, but a little bit too hard for Odell to haul in. That's going to bring up a 4th down for Collinsville.
Protection was good for a bit there, but once again, Belleville East Jonathan Ruler busted through, and that forced Jace to fire that one off to Odell just a little bit early.
Well, it had some zip on it, though, didn't it?
You can zip it in there and get the ball down there. We just got to get them the time to connect with these receivers.
So 4th down and 4 now for Collinsville. And they're going to go for it here. 2 wide receivers near, 3 far, empty backfield. Wilkinson has yet to run the ball, and now we're going to have a Timeout. Yeah, Collinsville took another timeout. All right, another timeout coming your way. Back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants, it all comes down to one thing: taking care of students. More importantly, your student. Yes, we are there for the teachers, and we help them in any way possible. But our goals are in line with our teachers, in that we want to see our students succeed at not only being a student, but well beyond that, as we ready them for the world outside of the classroom. We are Union Strong. We are Kahok Strong. We strive to help students reach their potential. We are the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Go Kahawks!
Back here at Belleville East High School, Todd Duke, Chris Kettler with you. 4th down and 4 for Collinsville here. Ball on Belleville East 27-yard line. Need to get it up to the 24-yard line for a 1st down. Wilkinson once again by himself, empty backfield. He'll go back to pass, throws it quickly, and he almost threw an interception. Threw it just a little bit to the left of Loyal Patterson, and Patterson couldn't haul it in.
Looking Patterson all the way, but there was 2 guys on him.
Well, if he could have caught it, it would have been a 1st down. He wouldn't have got any yardage afterwards, but just the throw was just a little bit behind him. So, Lancers will get the ball back after Collinsville failed to convert on 4th down, and the Lancers will have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line. Caden Wood and company back out there. And it looks like Wood is going to be back there in backfield by himself. 4 wide receivers on the left side of the formation, 1 over here on the right. And the snap, Wood throws immediately into the flats, and he finds James Johnson, and Johnson is going to be close to a 1st down.
Johnson, the underneath receiver, using the other receivers as picks there to get up the field. But it's a flag on the play anyway.
Flag on the play, and another holding call against the Lancers. That's the 2nd time they've been called for holding on the offensive side.
Well, he's kept it pretty clean for the first couple of possessions, but now some of these penalties are catching up with him.
They have a 20-0 lead to the Lancers. Clock stops with 8:43 left to play here in this 2nd quarter. Nice crowd on hand here tonight. This place is packed. Visitor side over on the other side, all packed with Kahok crazies and student body cheering section, plus some of the other fine folks that have made the trip. Wood is in shotgun by himself again. This time 4 wide receivers over here on the right side, 1 over on the far side. Wood takes the snap, looks, throws, and has his man, and he shakes a tackle and picks up a 1st down, and is dropped but fumbles, and Collinsville recovers the fumble, and the Kahawks going to get the ball back and have 1st down from their own 45-yard line. Or excuse me, Belleville East 45-yard line.
Anthony Hike catches that, gets out of a tackle there as he's wrapped up pretty good, then makes another Kahawk miss. He's going up the field and fumbles the ball.
Well, Collinsville will take it, that's for sure.
Some mistakes piling up for East.
Michael Harrison, he's throwing his hands up like he doesn't know what happened. He looked at the referee first like, can you institute a replay?
East is going to challenge this. No, not really, though.
Yeah, can't do that.
But they are going to call timeout.
Yeah. All right. So the Lancers will call a timeout. We will take a break right along with them, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
Once again, welcome back here to Belleville East High School. 8:14 left to play here in this 2nd quarter. Collinsville trailing 20-0, but the Kahawks just forced a fumble, recovered that fumble, and the Kahawks will have the ball 1st and 10 from the Lancers' 46-yard line.
Yeah, so Belleville East called timeout. I think mostly Coach Harrison wanted to address the ref, as he never really addressed his team there until the very end of that timeout. And then now some of the athletic training staff went over there and checked on somebody with the chain gang, but looks like that person's back up and going as the training staff makes their way back here to the east sideline, and we're ready to go.
Lancers have 1 timeout left before the half. Collinsville still has 2. 1st and 10, Kahawks from the Lancers' 46-yard line. Wilkinson back in shotgun, has Damon Dreyer over his left hand shoulder, and he's going to throw it into the backfield, and that person's going to be tackled for a big-time loss, as that was a play that really never had time to materialize.
I think they're going for that double pass thing. They're trying to make that first.
Yep, I knew they were trying to do. Trevon Smith was the one who wrapped up the receiver that caught the ball for Collinsville, who was Jaden McCoy.
Jaden McCoy can also be a quarterback, so they're looking to get that for that deep pass, lateral it to McCoy.
Yeah, they used to do that when Pennell was quarterback to Chase Reynolds.
Yeah.
All right. So Collinsville, big time loss on that play. 2nd down and 22. Cahock's now back in their own territory at their 44-yard line. Wilkinson rolls out to his right, throws while he's on the run, and a completed catch for Collinsville. They'll still be about 3 yards shy of the original line of scrimmage, but Loyal Patterson got a bullet to the chest and took a hit from the behind right when he caught that ball.
First time we've seen Jace looking to pass as a rolling out, other than when he's not scrambling away from trouble. That pass does work, but it's still underneath the sticks, and it's 3rd and long.
3rd down and 12 for Collinsville. Once again, Dyer is the lone running back. 2 wide receivers near, 1 on the far. Here's the snap. This time Wilkinson's going to roll out to his left, and while he is on the run, he throws, and that's a completed catch to Matt Reynolds, and that's good enough for a Kahok 1st down. That's about a 15-yard reception there by Matt Reynolds, and Collinsville has moved the chains.
Roll out to the right side, roll out to the left side. That's worked out here for a couple of plays for the Cahoks. Reynolds stayed big there, jumped up and got that ball for the 1st down.
6.5 minutes to go. Clock continues to move here in quarter number 2. 20-0 in favor of Belleville East. Collinsville trying to get rid of that goose egg on the scoreboard. 1 lone running back remains Dyer once again. Hand off to him. He'll go up the middle, and he'll plow himself forward to about the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on the play. They're going to actually put him a little short of that at the 31-yard line. So that'll bring up a 2nd down and 7.
That's tough going right there through the middle of that defense there of East.
You ain't kidding.
Any positive yards you get will take 3 yards.
5:50 left to play here in the 2nd quarter. Patterson and Reynolds line up over on the far side. Lyon over here on the near side. Dyer remains the lone running back. Here's the snap. And Wilkinson will roll all the way back out right. Has a man open. That's Odell. And Odell slips down and falls right at the line of scrimmage marker. Lost his footing. I'm not sure if he would have gotten enough room to get a 1st down or not, but he could have gotten a couple more yards.
He still needed to be able to turn that corner and start looking upfield, but he slipped down anyway.
Yep.
Good job by Jace to bide that time and stay out there and get that pass complete.
So 3rd down and 7 coming up here for Collinsville. Ball on their opponent's 31-yard line. Lyon and Reynolds line up over on the near side. Patterson on the far side. Dyer remains the lone running back. And a clap, and we're going to have a flag on the play, and that's going to be offside against Belleville East. So that'll turn into a 3rd down and 2 coming up here for Collinsville. And if they were planning on doing a passing play, they could change that now to a running play if they wanted to.
Corey Brown on that left side of Belleville East defense jumped across first. I think it was him they got on the penalty.
So 3rd down and 2, 4:45 left to play here in the 2nd quarter.
I'd say it's almost just about not much more than 1 yard, really.
Yeah, it's looking like about 1.5 yards. Wilkinson in shotgun will keep it himself. He'll run for the first time tonight, and he'll pick up a 1st down. 2nd 1st down on this drive. Boy, that's awfully close to the marker, though. I thought he got a little farther than that. And they're going to go ahead and call it a 1st down. So Collinsville will get a fresh new set of downs. They'll have the ball on the Lancers' 24-yard line with 4:20 left to play here in this 2nd quarter. Collinsville breaks huddle. Lyon lines up over here as a wide receiver. On the far side, you have Patterson and Reynolds. Dyer remains the lone running back. He's over to the left side of Wilkinson, and he'll get the handoff, and Dyer will get back up to the 30 and then get slammed down. That could be a penalty, but the flags stay in the pockets. He got picked up and slammed down by Rulo.
He's a beast, man.
Yeah, he is.
He's all over the field. Sometimes he's been out there on offense, special teams. And Dyer ain't that big of a kid as a sophomore also.
And yeah, Rulo is committed to the University of Cincinnati when he gets through playing high school ball. Ooh.
They were on TV, I think, last night.
3:20 left to play here. Second down and 11 after a loss of 1. Wilkinson back to pass. Aims for the end zone, and that should be pass interference, and all kinds of flags come in, and that's exactly what it's going to be.
Yeah, as Loyal was hooking in there to get that one, he's just wrapped up and brought down.
Pass interference against the Lancers.
So, 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, with the ball in the 25, it will be half the distance, but it still should be a first down.
Well, that's not half the distance. They had referees like, you need to walk a little farther there, sir. They'll set it down at about the 12-yard line, so it will be a first down for Collinsville. Again, they can get a first down at the 2-yard line. Kahawks have 2 timeouts left, which could be crucial here because there's 3:11 left on the clock. Clock is stopped after the penalty. And the Kahawks driving, looking for some points.
Referee talking to the official that's on the Belleville East sideline to give him, be able to tell Belleville East coach and staff what happened.
Be first down and 10 for the Kahawks from the 12-yard line.
So first and 10, Collinsville. A little bunched up formation now. One lone running back and looks like just one wide receiver. And the handoff is going to go to Stewart. Stewart, he's running east to west and gets taken down at the 20-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 8 on the play. He never could turn the corner.
Lots of running room on what's the near side for us here. But never found that corner. That'll be 2nd and 18 from the 20.
Sun has set. The quarter moon is up. And it's a beautiful evening. Apparently it's going to get even chillier next week with highs in the low to mid 70s next week. Kind of weird, man, this August weather, and now heading into September. Here's a snap. Wilkinson back to pass, getting flushed out of the pocket. Has to step up, and then he gets smacked. All the way back at the 29-yard line. That's going to be another loss of 9 on the play. And Ja'Cory Brown picks up the quarterback sack. Clock continues to run as we approach 2 minutes to go. And that is going to bring up a 3rd down and forever.
Corey Brown jumped off sides early and makes up for it with that sack. Jace Wilkins trying to make something happen. It's clocked from the side there.
3rd down and 26. Collinsville has to get the ball all the way down to the 2 for another first down. And we're down there after that pass interference penalty in field goal range. Now they are not in field goal range. And we're going to have a delay of game, and that's going to cost them 5 more yards.
It's not going to play as a delay of game against the Kahawks.
Well, just when things were starting to look up for Collinsville, things have went a little backwards here on these last few plays.
A lot backwards. They're all the way back to the 34.
Yeah.
Going to need 32 yards for the first down.
Yeah, had the ball first down at the 12-yard line, and now it's 3rd down at the 34-yard line. Wilkinson in shotgun. He has Mari Harper back as his lone running back. 2 wide receivers far, one on the near side. Here's the snap. Wilkinson will find Loyal Patterson, but Patterson will get rid of one tackler, and then he'll get pushed out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. That's going to bring up a 4th down and long here for Collinsville.
He had a completion like that last week in the scrimmage against Mascuda, and Loyal was able to bust that one down the sideline and get a pretty good gain. I'll take the 20 yards. It's a healthy game, but it's still a long ways here from the first down.
They're going to try a field goal here. This one's going to be from about 35 yards away.
Okay, they feel good about Reynolds' range.
Yeah. From
this far out, it'll be a 35-yard field goal from the left hash. So this is not the simplest of kicks as far as high school goes, but the points would be nice if can make this happen.
There's the snap. Hold is down. Kick is on the way, and it is going to fall just a little bit short and maybe just a little bit wide as well. So Collinsville tried and could not capitalize on that fumble.
And the odd thing on that is actually Belleville East gains a yard on that because Collinsville had it to the 19, and so the kick is considered a touchback. They'll start at the 20.
Well, that's unfortunate. I was hoping we would come out of that with some points.
Yeah, it was looking good for some points, and it was nice that we were able to make it into a field goal opportunity since it was 3rd and forever.
And there's a snap, and the throw comes over here to the near side sideline. Excuse me. And pushed out of bounds was the ball carrier for Height.
At least with 2 timeouts, at least what it says on the scoreboard there.
Hike, that is H-Y-C-H is how you spell his last name.
Can he buy a vowel?
Yeah. Why do they have 2 timeouts now back up on the board for the Lancers? They've already used 2.
They must have missed one.
Yeah, well, that one got partially blocked as he was letting go of the throw was Wood, and that falls incomplete. Stops the clock with 1:12. Now it says 3. What are they doing, getting ready for the second half?
No, it's underneath the time there. It
All right, I
says 2.
gotcha. Yeah, it does say 2.
So 3rd and long 2, almost 3.
Yeah. 1:12 left to play here in this first half. Don't forget, we have the Woods Basement System halftime show coming up for you. We will play the pregame interview with Colton Rhodes since we didn't get to play it in its usual spot during the pregame. Here is a handoff and over the left side, and I don't know if he got enough for a first down or not. Looks like it's going to be close. Needed to get up to the 30 and maybe the 31, and they're going to go ahead and let him move the chains. So as the chains move, that'll stop the clock. Well, apparently it won't.
Just initially, but then they get it going real fast nowadays in high school.
And a quick pass into the flats and a completion and a big gain there and a nice little shoestring tackle. Number one against another number 1. Anthony Brown pulls down Carrie Willis. And a hurry-up offense here for Belleville East, and that one got clotheslined. So a loss of about 2 on the play.
A.J. Richardson with the clothesline tackle. Now East will call timeout as the clock reads 39.4.
Yeah, I have Belleville East written down. I've been keeping track of them myself. That should be their last timeout. All right, well, we have a timeout, so we'll go ahead and take a quick timeout as well, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Mike's Automotive in Collinsville is a T3 certified tire dealer and so much more. Sure, Mike's Automotive has tires. They can also help with making sure your entire vehicle is road ready, from belts and hoses to preventative maintenance like oil changes and tire rotation. Plus a lot more than that. Mike's Automotive has 3 locations to choose from. Mike's Automotive in St. Louis and Millstadt, and Mike's Automotive in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call Mike's Automotive at 618-345-0611. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville.
Todd Duke, Chris Kettler back with you from Belleville East. 39.4 seconds left to play here in this first half. 20-0 in favor of the Lancers. And the scoreboard still has the Lancers with 1 more timeout. I already got them down for 3. They took 1 in the first quarter. They took 1 after that fumble recovery, and they just took this one. So here is Wood going down the middle, and he has a man, but he could not hold on. That's going to be an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock with 33.6 seconds left to go, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 12.
Good job breaking that up for Jaden McCoy, the Cayoks. Well, it's all up to what the referee has for the timeouts go. We'll see if they give him another one or not.
Well, we'll see if they try to call another timeout.
Right.
33.6 seconds to go, and it's 3rd down and 12 from their own 45 for Belleville East. 1 lone running back, wide receiver 1 far, 1 near, and tight end tucked in over here on the left side. They'll go ahead and hand that ball off, and a little bit of a wrap up there, but the runner keeps on going and will run out of bounds before he gets to the first down marker. That is Jordan Ware, so that's going to bring up a 4th down and about 1 to go for a first down. He runs out of bounds, so it stops the clock with 25 seconds left.
Wrapped out of the tackle initially from Swift, then Richardson's tackle, and finally Abernathy pushes him out of bounds. Just 1 yard short of the end zone, but there's only 25.1 seconds left, and Belleville East is still back here at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, they are into Collinsville territory. We'll see what they want to draw up here with 25 seconds left. Empty backfield, 2 wide receivers on both sides of this formation. And the snap, Wood's going to take it himself. Goes up the middle, does a little zig, little zag, and finally brought down on a little ankle tackle there by Anthony Brown. Hurry up offense. 15 seconds to go as the clock continues to run, and a spike will stop the clock with about 16.4.
Used to not be able to spike it from a shotgun like that. Used to go under center and spike it down. Makes me think that you're right, that they don't have any more timeouts left, or they probably would have used the final one there and not thrown away that down.
Yeah, I'm sure the coaching staff also knows how many timeouts they have left. They're not looking up on the scoreboard to keep track of that. 2nd down and 10, 16.4 seconds to go. Ball on Collinsville's 37-yard line. Wood in shotgun, empty backfield once again. He takes the snap, and he'll throw it over here on the near side, and he overthrows everyone. That'll stop the clock with 11.3 seconds to play here in this first half.
Well, that's a pointing down here. Collinsville guys are pointing at East. East pointing at Collinsville, but nothing's been called down there as far as penalties. Like to get this stop, yeah.
Yeah, once again, Wood is in shotgun. 3rd down and 10. Here's the snap. Wood back to pass once again. Steps up, throws down the middle, and got a man wide open. As the coverage was a little blown there, well, number 1, Anthony Brown, fell down, and that left their number 1 wide open for a touchdown.
Another fortunate touchdown here late in the half. This happened last year as Collinsville was clinging to a lead, and then East got a late touchdown to take the halftime lead last year, but this just piles on to 26-0 lead, and a little kick for the extra point.
Hockey will come out to try this extra point. There's a snap. Hold is good. Kick is on the way, and that's blocked. So, saves an extra point, 26-0. In favor of Belleville East, we will take a quick timeout. Collinsville will get the ball back and not have any time at all. 4.9 seconds left. Back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for a new place to catch the game with cold drinks and great food? Look no further than 1101 Bar and Grill in Caseyville. 1101 Bar and Grill features pizza, burgers, wraps, and salads, plus 7 large screen TVs to catch the latest Kahok games and all the pro sports across the spectrum, plus all the college football and basketball you can handle. 1101 Bar and Grill in Caseyville, 1101 Caseyville Road, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Call 1101 Bar and Grill for carryout orders at 618-223-1332.
Back here at Belleville East High School, Todd Duke, Chris Kettler along with you. Glad that you are with us. I don't know what happened there. I lost an ear for a minute. I'm like, why am I not hearing anything on my left ear? 4.9 seconds to go here in this first half. 26-0 in favor of Belleville East.
Only enough time here for this kickoff. Really try real hard for some kind of good return.
Patterson and Reynolds are back deep. And the kickoff on the way. It's going to be a low one, and it's going to be at midfield, and Collinsville will jump on it. And that'll stop the clock with 2.2 seconds left. Collinsville will have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 40. Time for one heave-ho to the end zone. Or you're not going to make it to the end zone on a throw, but I would think they're going to kneel on it.
Well, if you ever had any chance, this is a better chance you had than if they would have kicked it deep.
Yeah.
I don't think 60 yards is going to be enough time. I don't think they could even buy him enough time to get the receivers down there that far.
Yeah.
Probably try some kind of.
Yeah, I mean, 2.2 seconds left. I mean, and, give it one. They call it a Hail Mary for a reason.
Might try something to just get one of the ball carriers in some kind of open space here. Maybe see if we can't make something happen.
Wilkinson takes the ball, and he's going to just hand it off, and that ball is going to go nowhere, and that will do it for the first half of play. 26-0 in favor of Belleville East after one half of play, and that will bring us to the halftime show, brought to you by my friends at Woods Basement Systems in Collinsville. All things basementy. Woods Basement Systems, working to keep homes dry since 1986. You have some water problems going on in your house that you need to get taken care of? Well, then you need to call Woods Basement Systems at 618-708-4055. We'll try to round up some halftime scores for you, and we're going to go ahead and play the Colton Rhodes pregame interview that we didn't get a chance to play due to technical difficulties, and we'll do that all on the other side of our commercial break. The Woods Basement System halftime show comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Owner Jay Merkel and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, no matter what you drive: cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for you and your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 618-977-1224. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details, 618-977-1224.
First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville and Collinsville locations, and now in Marissa, St. Laborie, and New Athens for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs with super low closing costs and low construction loan rates. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121, or visit their Maryville or Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Collinsville Area Community Foundation is our community's charitable foundation. We connect people, support programs, and guide resources to help our community thrive. Our board is made up of local leaders that donate their time and expertise to identify opportunities for long-term community impact in and around Collinsville. Find out more about scholarships, grants, and ways to give back to the city we love by visiting CollinsvilleFoundation.com.
The Collinsville Education Association is a...
And we welcome you back into the LC's Pub pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Week number 1 of the high school football season has arrived, and you couldn't ask for better weather, that is for sure. We are in Belleville at Belleville East High School, as your Collinsville Kahawks open the season against the Lancers. And joining us now, 5th-year head coach Colton Rhodes joining us. Feel like it's been 5 years?
No, it's feel like it's been a lot longer and a lot shorter all at the same time. I don't know how to explain it, but happy to be here for 5 years, that's for sure.
All right, so let's talk about the previous 4 years, man. 4 trips to the playoffs, unprecedented territory in Kahawk football program history. Just reflect on me, if you will, about those last 4 years and what it means as you enter this 5th year.
Yeah, the past 4 years have been really, really special. It's been awesome. I think we came in 4 years ago with pretty low expectations. I hadn't had a lot of success in the recent years before that, and then each year we've just kind of kept that bar higher, raised it higher, kept it at the same level. So, I've just been really blessed to have a great coaching staff and a great group of kids, great administration to help us really grow this program into what it is now 5 years later.
All right, so let's talk about last year for just a second. I know that it ended on a very sour note up in Batavia, but still, you made the playoffs again. You had to wait till that last game of the year to find out if you were going to be in there or not, but you made it.
Yeah, and it was a fun year. It was awesome. We had a lot of ups and downs. We were really inconsistent, but at the end of the day, we came out in week 9 and played a really, really good game to sneak into the playoffs. It just happened we snuck into the playoffs against the number 2 team in the state in our class and met them, and it was, I know we got our butts whipped a little bit, but it was also fun to go up there and see what it takes to be the number 2 team in the state. So kind of was an eye-opener for our kids to see, what kind of work we have to do if we want to be at that level at some point.
All right, you mentioned the coaching staff that you've had around the years to help you in the success, but that has changed a little bit. Drew Cordes is no longer your offensive coordinator. He took the head coaching job in Sparta. Kudos to him and your program because that probably helped him. So tell me a little bit about the new guys on your staff this year.
Yes, we've got a lot of new faces this year. First up in the box, we'll have Corey Snyder helping out on offense and Steven Rulo up there helping out on defense. They're going to be new into the box, but they've been here for a couple of years now. We've got Coach William Bills. He's helping out with the freshmen. We've got Coach Bryce LeBaum. He's helping out with the freshmen. We got Coach Sidwell, who's been a middle school teacher, and he used to be a coach for the Kahawks, and now he's back this year helping out with the defense. So we've got a bunch of great new faces. We've got a ton of camaraderie, so I'm really excited to see the growth our team will take starting from where we were this summer into where we can be at week 9, because I think these coaches have what it takes to get the most out of these kids.
All right, so not only have the coaches changed, but as the rule is with high school sports and any sport, the roster is constantly in a turnover state because of graduation. So on the field, another quarterback graduated, and Chase Reynolds, last year's backup quarterback Jake Wilkinson, steps into the starter's role. What are his positives, and how has he looked at practice?
Jason's looked really good. He's probably been one of my biggest surprises this summer. I say that knowing that he was a really good kid last year, a good quarterback, decent quarterback. But this summer he has taken a really big step. I wasn't sure he was going to take such a big step, and I'm really happy about it. He's been really, really accurate with the ball, and he's made a lot of good decisions. And he may not be as athletic as Chase was standing there in the pocket, but he's going to be able to put the ball downfield a little bit better, and he can still make people miss and get a few yards on the ground here and there when we need him to.
All right, let's talk about the running game. Lazarian Stewart steps into the lead running back role. Loyal Patterson comes back with the most experience at wide receiver. So touch on those 2 areas for a moment.
Yeah, so running backs is we got 3 new guys who barely have any varsity carries at all, so it's going to be really fun. At running back we'll have Lazarian, we'll have Amari Harper, and then we'll have Damon Dyer, who's a sophomore, and they all kind of 3 fit different roles. Damon's kind of our really explosive playmaker. Lazarian's kind of our big back. He's kind of more of a thumper, and then Amari's kind of that guy in between where he's got some pretty good sprint speed. So it's just we're going to kind of ride the hot hand, see who's going to be the right guy for each situation, and find ways to get them the ball and make things happen. Then receiver-wise, we've got Loyal and Matt Reynolds returning, who are both great guys, and we're going to put a lot of faith in them to make plays and make things happen. And then outside of that, we've got Christian Bargany and Kane Wyon, and then we'll have Logan Odell at tight end and Will Swip kind of mixing in there too. So we'll be able to throw the ball at these guys and try and make some things happen multiple ways on offense.
All right, probably the biggest change on offense is going to be the offensive line. The only returning starter you have is Caleb Patton.
Yeah, Caleb Patton, and we had Quincy playing a little bit some too last year, so that helps. But yeah, we got a bunch of brand new faces in there, so it's going to be fun to see them tonight, especially against a really good defensive front. So we're going to kind of really get to see what they're made of tonight.
All right, defensively, you lose Devin Havermill, you lose Michael Tongay. Man, those are some tough shoes to fill, so how do you fill them?
Yeah, we're looking around trying to find guys to fill up, and we're having competitions daily in practice, just trying to make sure we get the right guys in. And I think we're still got some of those competitions going to take place here tonight, just to kind of see who's going to be in the right spot, not miss any assignments, and make the plays when we need to when the lights are the brightest. So we've got guys, we've got some linebackers, we got Will Swift, Logan Abernathy, Jonathan Jones, and Trey Nevin are kind of all trying to fit into those linebacker roles, and we'll see where they fit and how they grade out each night and see who's going to be the guys each Friday, but we're just looking for the guys that are going to be the most consistent out there.
All right, you got Belleville East tonight. Your very first game that you coached for Collinsville was a win over Belleville East, but for the last 3 years in the season opener, they've kind of handed it to you. So tell me a little bit about what worries you about the Lancers tonight.
Yeah, I mean, they're, like we said, they've got really big up front. I mean, they probably have the best defensive lineman that we're going to play this year, I'd imagine. And I mean, he's really good. And they're going to be big, fast, and athletic. So all things that are tough to defend. One thing we all know, it's week one, and I feel like a long time ago, one of my coaches always told me it's a wonder how anyone wins a week one football game, right? Because everybody's kind of discombobulated and getting under the lights for the first time. So we're hoping that they make more mistakes than we do, and we can capitalize on all of them. They like to, in years past, they've been putting the ball on the ground a lot week one. So it's if we can find ways to get that ball and then find ways to get into points afterwards. So we're just going to look to limit our mistakes and really capitalize theirs and try and force some out of them.
All right, what are you most anxious to see about your guys tonight?
I just want to see how they respond. There's going to be moments of adversity tonight where we're doing really great, or moments where we're doing maybe not so great, and I want to see how they respond and get back up after they fall down or get knocked down or what have you. Like, we just want to make sure we are consistent and doing the right things and bouncing back, ready to go, next play mentality.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck tonight, man.
Thank you.
All right. Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium in Uptown Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records from country to hard-to-find jazz, and classic rock is always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl, new vinyl, and hard-to-find vinyl. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's, where you can check out the latest in audio gear, from new top-of-the-line speakers to turntables and receivers, plus all the accessories. Rich has t-shirts, record cleaners, turntable needles, wall art, and so much more. If you can't find what you're looking for at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Don't forget to mention seeing this ad on the Kahok Sports Network for a 10% discount at checkout. Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in Collinsville, or call 618-795-1333 or online at richesrecordemporium.com. VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville is one of the area's longest-running VFW posts. VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville is your place to meet and join other area veterans. Plus, VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville offers all kinds of activities to help our veterans, as well as engaging the public with fun, food, fellowship, and a great time for great causes. Blood drives, fundraisers, raffles, and a Queen of Hearts drawing every Wednesday night. Plus, VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville has event space for your parties, celebrations, and other get-togethers. For more information, check out the VFW Post 1117's Facebook page or call the Caseyville VFW at 618-344-9878. And we welcome you back into the Woods Basement Systems halftime show here at Belleville East High School. Let's go through some scores for you in the world of high school football. One final already as Pettitone beat Granite City by a score of 48-7. They started that one a little early. Everything else is still moving along. West over Mascoutah. That's Belleville West over Mascoutah right now, 21-14. Waterloo over Mount Vernon, 20-17. Glenwood over Edwardsville, 25-24. Roxana taking care of Jersey right now, 16-12. Central over Effingham right now, 14-7. Sparta and Drew Cordes' debut as the head coach for Sparta right now, taking care of Madison, 20-14. O'Fallon blanking Triad at the moment, 21-0. It's Altoff over Alton, 14-7. Mater Dei over Columbia, 6-0. Benton over Heron, 42-0 right now. My two grandsons are playing
in that contest in Benton tonight. My wife and daughter are out there watching. Carbondale over Murfreesboro 7-6. It's Centralia over Salem 28-0. Freeburg over DeSoto, Missouri 6-0. And Marion over Carterville right now 14-13. Told you about that Centralia score. That's where Collinsville will head next week. 5-5 between the Reds and the Cardinals in the ninth inning. And college football as Illinois taking care of Western Illinois 31-0 at the half. That is a look at your scoreboard, and that is going to do it for the Woods Basement Systems halftime show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Again, if you're having some water issues in your homestead, you need to give the folks at Woods Basement Systems a call, 618-708-4055. Collinsville trailing 26-0 here as we have third quarter action coming your way next on the Kahok Sports Network. Want to catch some of the best live music in Collinsville from a band of local area residents? Well, look no further than Sonically Pleasing. Sonically Pleasing with Tim Carlisle, Jim Kaysen, Logan Carlisle, and Caleb Tanzius. They play some of the best rock and roll hits from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and beyond. You can catch Sonically Pleasing at some of the area's finest venues, as well as book Sonically Pleasing for your private event or party. To put some music in your life, it's Sonically Pleasing. Check out Sonically Pleasing's Facebook page for upcoming live show dates and to book them for your special event. Or call to book that event at 618-401-0052. Pleasing live rock music for your ears. It's Sonically Pleasing. 618-401-0052. That's 618-401-0052. All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent service staff. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. And of course, All Pro Tees is your destination for everything Collinsville Kahawks. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville at 2240 South Morrison Avenue. Online at allprotees.com. Right across the street from Kahok Stadium. All Pro Tees, 618-344-2200.
We love to have you come work for the city of Collinsville. We have many positions available, from seasonal jobs to full-time opportunities in many of our departments. From police and fire to Gateway Center, Parks and Recreation, and City Hall. Our employees enjoy great benefits like comprehensive medical plans, paid time off, tuition reimbursement, and more. Visit the city's website, collinsvilleil.org, to apply and learn more about working for the city of Collinsville.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahawk games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahawk fans' pub of choice. Looking for something to get your student involved in? Maybe joining the Collinsville Kahawk Trap Team is that something. Created in 2017, the Collinsville Kahawk Trap Team has joined a long line of area schools in one of the fastest growing and safest sports in the country. Trap shooting is a fun, team-oriented outdoor sport that offers friendship, competition, and teamwork, all in a safe and fun environment that encourages students to be part of a team in which they will learn valuable skills and are encouraged to engage in community involvement through volunteering, and mentoring. If Collinsville Trap sounds like something your student would be interested in, call Collinsville Trap at 618-795-9893 or visit Collinsville Kahok Trap on Facebook. 618-795-9893. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jason Regg, your Benjamin F. Edwards financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jason Regg is a proud supporter of your Collinsville Kahawks and the Kahawk Sports Network, as well as the Kahawk Educator of the Month Award. For all of your investment needs, see financial advisor and investment vice president Jason Regg at the Benjamin F. Edwards office in Collinsville, located at 1008 Vandalia Street, or call Jason Regg at 618-223-5215 or visit benjaminfedwards.com. Benjamin F. Edwards, member SIPC.
And once again, we welcome you back here to Belleville East High School, 26-0 in favor of the hometown Belleville East Lancers. And Chris Kettler and Todd Duke back with you. And I guess, Chris, the good news is that Collinsville gets the ball to start off the second half.
Got to start somewhere here, get some points on the board here between this and the scrimmage. Last night, the Cowboys haven't found the end zone yet. We did have a field goal attempt, got down to about the 12 and pushed us back here, but we're still hunting for this end zone for the first time this year, and to get some positive things going here. If this is still, 4 touchdowns could be tough. They come back, we get some positive things going in next week against Centralia.
That's what we're looking for. Something positive to happen here. We'll see if that takes place here in this second half as Belleville East will kick off. It'll be Sam Hockey who will do the kicking off duties, and back deep, looks like we have Damon Dyer and Loyal Patterson back deep. And then up front, looks like we have, is that Stewart? I believe so. Stewart and Kane Wyan are standing up around the 25-yard line. Here is the kickoff from Hockey.
Nope.
And now we're going to have a whistle on the play, and we're going to have a flag. Looked like they might have been offside. False start. Yep.
Well, yeah, same thing.
Yeah, same thing. I know. Technicalities, man. See, even the PA announcer said offside.
Try it again from 5 yards back.
Yeah.
Everybody stay back.
That helps.
Wait till he kicks it.
So now Dyer and Patterson are standing up around their 20-yard line. And everybody moves up 5 yards. Hockey will try it again. No time taken off the clock. And here is take 2, and that one's a little bit of a low line drive, and Loyal Patterson's going to have to go back and pick it up at the 9-yard line. So it appears that this might backfire as far as the offside penalty goes, as Patterson manages to get his way back up to the 15-yard line. But boy, that could have been a lot better.
He picked it up at the 9, went up a few yards, then continued to backtrack, try to stay elusive and get out of things there, and then got the last 5 yards there about the very end there, and guess we'll start from their own 15.
So the Kahawks will start deep in their own territory. Not exactly what they had in mind, but nevertheless, that is the hand that they were given, and we'll see what they want to run out here as we begin quarter number 3 of this week 1 contest. Wilkinson back out there at quarterback. Looks like he has Harper as his lone running back. I can't tell, is that a 28 or 25? Looks like a 28. 3 wide receivers all stacked up over here on the near side, and that's where we go. We're going to go to Patterson, and Patterson drops the ball, but luckily enough, he pounced right on top of it, and he got back up to the line of scrimmage, so no gain on the play.
Quick little pass to Patterson, try to make something going upfield, drops the ball, unfortunately, and 3 Lancers right there. He's lucky to get his own ball back.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't going to go any farther than the 15-yard line anyway, but at least he was able to jump back on top of the ball and not turn it over this deep in Collinsville territory. Now we have 2 wide receivers going out over on the far side. One over here on the near side is Wyan, and Harper remains the lone running back. Here's the snap. Harper is going to get the ball. He's going to try the middle, a little bit off to the left-hand side, but he also just got back up to the line of scrimmage. So 2 plays in a row, no gain.
Whipped up from behind just as he started to get going. Brown off that right side, went back to him and got him.
So 3rd down and 10. Collinsville trailing 26-0 here. Looking for some kind of momentum on the offensive side of things. Odell lines up as a wide receiver just off of the right side of the formation. Harper remains the lone running back, and Wilkinson will roll out to his right. And he's getting pressure from behind. Got to get rid of it. He does, and he'll throw it out of bounds. And instead of taking the sack, and that's going to bring up a 4th and 10. Collinsville's going to have to punt anyway.
Quarterback pressure will bring up 4th down and 10.
Reynolds the only one that far deep, but pass goes into the sidelines anyway.
Yeah, Wilkinson knew he was getting pressure from behind, so he had to get rid of it. He was close to the sideline and didn't want to take a chance on stepping out of bounds at around the 8-yard line. So all in all, a smart play, but it's going to result in good field position for Belleville East unless they want to be nice and turn it over to us. Reynolds is going to punt from his 1-yard line. And he does so, and it's a nice kick, and it's going to be taken there by Johnson, and
there you go.
He dropped the ball, and Collinsville's going to get it. See, I guess they were nice enough to do that for us.
Johnson went diving in there trying to get some kind of momentum on the run there instead of picking it up cleanly there, and he ends up muffing it. And
yeah, could have called for a fair catch, and they still would have had good field position. So Collinsville gets a gift. I ask, and they give. How about that?
That's a nice way to get 26 yards.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to kick the ball the other team first.
1st down for Collinsville on their own 41-yard line. So the Kahawks get a gift. Let's see what they can do with it. Here is Wilkinson in shotgun. 2nd turnover of the night for Belleville East. A throw is going to be completed to Patterson, and Patterson's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe lost a half a yard on the play.
All he could do was scramble for those 3 yards to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, and underneath passes are connecting for Collinsville, but
no room to run afterwards.
Yeah, they don't amount to much.
So 2nd down and 11 after a loss of 1 on the play. And the Kahawks break huddle over on the far side hash mark. 3 wide receivers all over there. And now it looks like Damon Dyer is into the game at running back. He'll jump from the left side to the right side of Wilkinson. And Wilkinson will hand it off to Dyer, and Dyer tries a little left tackle, some positive yardage there. Got across the line of scrimmage, gain of 3 on the play. But it's going to bring down a 3rd down and 9.
Initial hole was there. He saw it on the left side, tried to get through, but closed up quickly, and they'll switch Dyer out for Stewart now as the revolving door of running backs continues for the Kahawks.
Do we have a new quarterback in there?
No,
okay, I see him. Didn't see him there for a minute. 2 wide receivers on either side of this formation, and Stewart is the lone running back. 3rd down and 9 for Collinsville. Here's the snap. Wilkinson back to pass. He's going to step up and run now. He's got some room. He zigs and he slides just a little too short of the 1st down, going to be about 2 yards short.
I don't know about that. He seemed to be just about in his slide there. And
yeah.
A little bit of a hit.
Yep.
I'd say, what's up with that? But East holds to that 3rd down, and 4th and 3.
4th and 2, 4th and 3, something like that. Collinsville is going to go for it. Down 26-0. You don't have much of a choice at this point, do you?
Definitely not. You're running out of game time here, so you got to get some scores on the board.
Need to get it up to the 49-yard line belonging to Belleville East. Here's the handoff. It goes to Stewart, and Stewart is going to get pushed forward, and he's going to be really close.
Ooh, even closer than I thought, and they're going to give it to him, looks like. Looks like the ref on the Kahok sideline was pointing.
Stewart, the ball carrier.
Well, now the head referee is going to call. Oh, he's going to go ahead and just give it back to Belleville East. Man, I got to at least measure that, don't you? Man.
I'd like to see a measurement, but.
Me too. What does it hurt?
Of course, in the NFL.
I mean, it was close, man.
Of course, in the NFL now they have the virtual measurement.
I know, I saw that. So Collinsville turns the ball over on downs. Belleville East will start in their own territory, but albeit at the 49-yard line. So here comes Caden Wood and company. 2 wide receivers on the near, 1 on the far, 1 lone running back. And Wood in shotgun takes the snap, hands the ball off, and does so to Josh Ware. And Ware will get across the line of scrimmage. He'll pick up about 2 as they whistle that play dead. His body still colliding and pushing and shoving out there.
Come on, man, finish the tackle there. The initial guy who got the first hit on him, just let him go because he was running into the wall of players there, but just need to finish the tackle.
Called a gain of 3, 2nd down and 7 with 7:20 left to play here in quarter number 3. Once again, Ware is the lone running back. 2 wide receivers near, 1 far. Here's the snap, and Wood dumps it off right around the 45-yard line, and taking a hit there was Willis. And he took a big hit there.
Yeah, from Boykin.
Yeah, Zamarian Boykin, 5'11", 170-pound junior. A modest gain of about 3 on the play, so it'll bring up a 3rd down and 5. Ball sitting on Collinsville's 45-yard line. Wood once again in shotgun. Split wide receivers on either side. Handoff is going to go to Ware, and Ware is going to have a 1st down. And he's going to have a lot more, and he will break a tackle and take it all the way to the end zone. 45-yard touchdown run by Ware.
Ran over Boykin there at that 15-yard line. He had some good up the field momentum and just ran him over there. And another score on the board for East.
.6:26 left here in the 3rd quarter. 32-0 in favor of the Lancers, and they try the extra point here with Hockey. He's had 1 blocked, made a couple. Here's the snap. Hold is down, kick is on the way, and the kick is good. So add an extra point on. That makes it 33-0 in favor of Belleville East. We will step aside for a timeout, and Collinsville will get the ball back when we come back from this commercial break here on the Kahok Sports Network. Looking for some unique food options, super cold drinks, and a fun atmosphere with an attentive staff? Look no further than Hurricanes Bar and Grill in Collinsville. Owned and operated by former Kahok State soccer champ Tim Johnson, Hurricanes has been one of the area's great meeting places for fun, food, live sports and music, and video gaming. Daily specials like Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, and Fish Fridays. Hurricanes will tackle those hunger pains. Hurricanes is always open during all of Uptown Collinsville's Main Street festivals. Hurricanes is the place to satisfy your hunger and thirst needs. Hurricanes Bar and Grill, 222 West Main Street in Collinsville. Give them a call for carryout orders at 618-345-0846. 618-345-0846. And a big Kahok Sports welcome to Hurricanes Bar and Grill in Collinsville, one of our new sponsors this year. That commercial just played. Tim Johnson.
Collinsville staple. They've been around a long time.
Oh, yeah. Tim Johnson owns and operates that place. Kahok State soccer champ from 1986 scored the game-winning goal in the 4th overtime to bring home that hardware. How about that?
Yeah, back then they played a long time there. They used to go to 4 overtime, and now it's just 2, and we go to PKs. But
yeah,
back then they're like, yeah, we really want to try to get a goal.
All right, Collinsville down 33-0. That ball is going to go out of bounds. That'll draw a flag, and Collinsville will get a little bit better field position than they got as they started this 3rd quarter.
Smart play by Dyer there to let it roll out of bounds. And Kahok's up to the 40.
Played Sonically Pleasing's commercial a little while ago. They're playing live tonight over at one of our other sponsors, the Caseyville VFW. They're there until 10 o'clock, so you got about an hour and 10 minutes to head over there and check out some good rock and roll music. You could take us with you on your phone and watch the game and listen to them. How about that? That's called multitasking. All right. Collinsville gets the ball 1st and 10 on their own 35-yard line, looking for some kind of positive movement here on the offensive side of things. Wilkinson in shotgun once again, has Harper over his left, 2 wide receivers on the near side, 1 on the far side. Here's a snap, and it's going to be dropped. I don't know, looked like Wilkinson was supposed to fake the handoff. He pulled it right back out of Harper's hands. Belleville East jumps on it, and they're going to take over at Collinsville's 30-yard line, exactly what Collinsville didn't need to have happen.
They weren't on the same page on whatever that was supposed to be. They talked to each other after that play.
We are getting dangerously close to running clock time here, aren't we?
Yep, another touchdown, the extra point, and East will put in the running clock.
On the fumble recovery. That'll be 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 for the Lancers on Collinsville's 30-yard line. And here comes Caden Wood bringing his guys back out. And the running back is going to be Caleb Witten. Here's the snap, but Wood is going to go back to pass. He'll throw it, and he's got a man open, and that man is in for a touchdown. 1 play, 1 score, 30-yard touchdown.
Great pass there, picking on the one-on-one. Amir Brown hauls that one in and gets the touchdown. And now we're an extra point away from running clock after the next kickoff. The turnover results into an immediate touchdown.
Hockey out there to try the extra point. Give his team a even 40 points on the night.
I think they're calling for somebody else to come out there.
There, looks like they're short a guy, huh? They're like, just go ahead and run the play. Here he comes. He's got 10 seconds left on the play clock.
And Rulo, they're going to have time to get this off.
There, well, they blew the whistle.
That's before the expiration of the play clock.
Yeah.
They're going to send somebody off. They didn't like something Ja'Cory Brown had going on out there. I don't know if he was injured or
equipment problem or something.
Equipment problem.
Doesn't appear to he's looking to fix anything over here on the sideline. So we'll just do it all over again.
No penalty was called.
Nope.
Need to get him out of there.
Yeah, they were trying to blow the play dead before the kick happened. So we'll try it again. And the ball is on the way, and the kick is good. So the running clock will be instituted right after the next kickoff that comes Collinsville's way, which will be coming your way after we take a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network. The choices you make to celebrate the life of your loved one should be as special as the person they represent. That's why you will always find the staff at Her Funeral Home in Collinsville ready to go the extra mile to meet the needs of you and your family during those times. For over 100 years, Her Funeral Home has been there for Collinsville and the surrounding communities. Of the many arrangements made after losing a loved one, the first is the selection of a funeral home. The staff at Her Funeral Home in Collinsville can help with that planning. Call Her Funeral Home in Collinsville at 618-344-0187. Her Funeral Home, serving Collinsville families for over 100 years. 618-344-0187. Once again, welcome back to Belleville East. Todd Duke, Chris Kettler along with you. 40-0 in favor of Belleville East. And once this kickoff happens, the clock will not stop for the rest of this game unless a score. Of course, timeout's called. And the end of the third quarter. And don't want to mention it, but also any injuries that may happen along the way. So I did mention it, didn't I?
Yeah, that's true. But
yeah.
At this point, with it being 4-0, definitely nobody wants to get anybody injured.
Nope. All the way over on the far side, caught over there once again. That is Dyer. And Dyer will get it up close to the 30-yard line. They'll put him down at about the 29, 28-yard line, and Collinsville will begin anew from there.
See how we come out here, what group we bring out for this one.
I would imagine Collinsville is going to stay with their starters.
Yeah.
Belleville East might sub in some of their underclassmen, especially when they get the ball back on offense the next time.
Defensively, Collinsville stays with the main guys.
That would be young Mr. Jace Wilkinson. He's in shotgun, empty backfield. 3 wide receivers this side, 2 on the other side. Wilkinson takes the snap. Steps back a few, and he'll roll out to his left. He's looking for Wyan, and Wyan was wide open, and he just took his eyes off the ball. Wyan was out there dancing around, calling for it, too. Wilkinson was directing him to move a little bit farther down, and it just didn't work out, as seems to be a case with a lot of stuff going on here tonight.
Barty also fell down in that.
Yeah, I saw that.
That play here, but hats off to the Kahok cheering section over there in the Neon. They're still over there doing some cheers here, even though it's 40-0.
Dressed in their work gear, man. They are in the construction mode over there. 1 lone running back for Collinsville, 3 wide receivers all stacked up over here on the left side. Here's a snap. The handoff is going to go a little off tackle to the right, and a nice little hole there for Dyer. He'll get a first down. He'll get close to midfield before he's finally brought down. Ooh.
He gets some open field.
Dyer was throwing the ball back to the referee, and the referee wasn't looking and smacked him right in the face.
He went over there and said his apologies.
Yeah, he did. Tracked him down to say, I'm sorry.
That is intent there.
Running clock still moving, and we are already on to the final 4 minutes here of this third quarter. Wilkinson takes a high snap and will throw the ball after a fake handoff, and then looked like Matt Reynolds had his knee on the ground already, and then he got ran over. That's a pickup of about 2 on the play, so it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 8 as Collinsville inches their way closer to midfield.
The receiver back there should be blocking there for the Kahoks. Lost his block there, and that's led to Reynolds falling down.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of numbers out there that I'm not used to seeing on the defensive side for Belleville East, so I think they have already brought in some underclassmen as Collinsville commits a false start, so instead of 2nd down and 8, it's going to be 2nd down and 13.
False start against the Kahok.
Well, we're looking for that positivity, try to get a score. Belleville East running some subs, some secondary guys. I'd like to get this drive going, get up the field, and
put some points on the board.
Put some points on the board for the first time this year. Counting the scrimmage also didn't find the end zone.
Handoff this time will go to Dyer, and he will get back up to the original line of scrimmage, and Collinsville will now have a 3rd down and 9, which is where they were a minute ago when it was 2nd down and 8. Minus a yard.
Moment on the tackle for the Lancers. We'll bring up 3rd down and 9 for the Kahok.
Cardinals won 7-5. So you're saying there's a chance.
That's what they're saying.
Hey, man, until you're mathematically eliminated, there's always a chance.
And sweep the Reds, and, maybe
yeah,
they're looking all right.
Yeah, we started the night, 6.5 games out of a wild card spot, and as Wilkinson gets sacked all the way back at the 40-yard line, I think it was 6.5. Clock continues to move as we have hit the mercy rule, up by 40 points or more at the second half. You have the running clock, and that's what we have right now. 1 minute and 40 seconds left to play here in quarter number 3.
Kahoks will punt here.
So the underclassmen did their job for Belleville East and held Collinsville. And a low snap picked up by Reynolds. He'll send it downfield, and no one's back there to run it back. It'll take a nice Collinsville roll and then stop right at the 20-yard line. So that is where Belleville East will start this possession. And they might have enough time to get 1 play off, maybe 2.
Well, nothing's going to stop the clock here, so.
Nope.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Lancers from their own 21-yard line.
And they won't start the play clock until the Lancers get out there in their huddle anyway.
Looks like they will go with a new quarterback.
Is that Caleb Witten, the quarterback?
Like 16. That's
16?
Kingston Jones.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's their quarterback that they used last year. Jones is going to just pitch it back, and Collinsville is going to get an open field tackle in the backfield for a loss of about 4 on the play.
John Thomas brings down Jalen DeWalt.
That might do it for the third quarter. I'm sure Belleville East not in a hurry to run a play. We're down to 15 seconds. Play clock hasn't even started yet. So they'll let this one run down. And we will head to the fourth quarter with Collinsville trailing the Belleville East Lancers 40-0. Back with the final quarter in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Are you a collector of sports trading cards and other sports memorabilia? Then you need to check out Rippin' Rookies Cards and Collectibles in Collinsville. Rippin' Rookies specializes in sports cards from all the major sports, MLB, NBA, NFL, plus Star Wars cards and more. Rippin' Rookies buys, sells, and trades cards and other memorabilia, and they have a large selection of single and graded cards. Walk-ins at Rippin' Rookies are welcome, or you can set up an appointment for large collections at sales@rippinrookies.com. Rippin' Rookies, 102 East Clay Street in the Old Herald Complex. Open Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., Sundays, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Rippin' Rookies, Collinsville sports card and memorabilia destination.
Once again, we welcome you back here to Belleville East High School. Todd Duke is my name. Chris Kettler on the camera and on the other microphone tonight. As we wrap up the first week of sports here in the 2025-2026 school year. Started Monday with a little soccer. Continued yesterday with a nice home win for Collinsville over Highland in the Lady Kahawks volleyball program. That was fun. You were there?
Yeah. I was there, and it was fun to watch to see everybody who came out there. And
it was a nice crowd last night, too.
Volleyball, just wanted to get a look at the volleyball team. And
new head coach Katie Dawson.
Yeah, the new coach.
Started off 2-0 in her career, so that's nice.
Here on East pushes them back 5 more yards. And
yeah,
back to
second down and 20 now for the Lancers. Here's a snap, and the handoff is going to be a little off to the left, and Collinsville tracks it down and out to the 15-yard line, so a pickup of about 4 on the play. Caleb Witten, the ball carrier.
Jones on the tackle for the Kahawks.
Kingston in there at quarterback now.
Collinsville subbing in a few guys here. There's a lot of the main starters here, but now a couple guys start coming in, like Jonah Gordon and Colton Seaton.
Kingston Jones. I don't think I've ever heard of anybody's first name being named Kingston before. That is very different, and I like it.
Flag on the play.
Of course, then we have a kid playing in the Prairie Farms Holiday Basketball Tournament. His first name was King.
King Dees.
Yeah, King Dees.
How about MacArthur?
Yeah. Another penalty on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 20 now for Belleville East. Clock continues to move with the mercy rule down to 10:15 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Jones and company. Still looking over to the sideline for the play. They got 10 seconds left on the play clock. 2 wide receivers far, 2 near, 1 lone running back. I believe that's still Witten. And Witten will take the handoff. He'll go up the middle, and he'll have some positive yardage, but it's still going to bring up a 4th down and about 16 to go for a 1st down.
Adam Frazier brings him down inside there, and it'll be 4th down.
Looks like they're, well, I don't know if they're going to go for it or not, but Kingston Jones is also their punter. But right now, they're setting up like they're going to go for it.
I think they're going to punt.
Yeah, little drop kick. No one back deep for Collinsville, so that one will hit. And it'll take a Lancers roll. I don't know why he stopped it. It was still moving.
Yeah. They had to grab it so soon, but
Kingston Jones kick.
all is well and score like this.
Yeah, Armand McCray was a little bit too happy to track that one down. He'll probably get a word or two from the coaching staff about that one.
So it's still Jason, their quarterback, and some of the other starters out there. Kahok still trying to get this first team offense going here.
Yeah. More reps is probably what Colton Rhodes is thinking. You guys need some more reps. Let's run it back out there.
Can't recreate gameplay in practice.
Nope. Dyer will get the fake handoff. Wilkinson will keep it, and he'll get back up to the line of scrimmage and fall over forward for a gain of about a yard on the play.
Design keeper there. I've seen him scramble once or twice, but the first time he does that.
It'll be second down and 8 after a gain.
Hey, gave him a 2-yard gain on that one. Second down and 8. Coming up here for Collinsville. Wyan heads out as a wide receiver on the far side. Reynolds over here on the near side with Patterson in the slot. Odell in the slot on the other side as the tight end. Dyer remains the lone running back, and Wilkinson will throw it to Patterson, who caught it at the 45-yard line, then got pushed forward, but they'll mark him down at the 45, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 5 situation here for Collinsville.
He's wrapped up immediately with Marshawn Mosley. 3rd and 5 now.
We will have the new offensive coordinator, Stephen Rulo, joining us on the post-game show when we get to that point here in about 7 minutes and 25 seconds. There's the snap, and the handoff goes to Dyer, and Dyer tries the left side, skirts the line of scrimmage, turns the corner, still looking for some room, finds some, and gets a 1st down. How about that run?
Did a good job staying alive. Initially found the block from Justin Sikorsky, and then he was able to get outside and stay alive and get the 1st down.
On the tackle.
We'll take positive yardage anytime we can get it.
Jason Halton also in on the tackle for Belleville East.
Somebody's getting looked at down there. They'll stop the clock for the injury here.
They will stop the clock, as we mentioned earlier, for touchdowns, of course, end of quarters, timeouts called, and unfortunately injuries.
Well, it was Dyer who needed help getting back up. He is brought up now, and we'll work it to the Kahok sideline. Now we'll wind the clock here.
And another snap for Wilkinson. He's back to pass. Now he steps up, and he's on the run, and he's got enough room to get the 1st down, and he'll run out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Wilkinson out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
He stepped up with that one and had all kinds of running room on the right side. To the 35 now.
So positive yardage there for Collinsville as they're getting a little closer to putting some points on the board. Don't want to put the cart before the horse, though, so to speak.
Harper came back in as running back after Dyer had to be helped off.
Corey Snyder will take turns with Coach Rulo in the post-game interviews, according to Colton Rhodes. Swallowed up in the backfield on that one. Loss of about a half a yard on that play. Down to 6 minutes to go here in this 4th quarter. Collinsville will now look at a 2nd down and 11 from the Lancers' 36-yard line now. Got to get it up to the 25 to keep the drive alive. Wyan on the far side. Odell in the slot, and next to him is Matt Reynolds. Loyal Patterson, the lone wide receiver over here on the near side. And Stewart is the running back, but it's going to be a pass play to Matt Reynolds. He turns the corner. He's going up the sidelines. He's going to be in. Kahok touchdown.
There you go. They switched the field there. Look to that left side. That first initial block did look a little scary there. That was almost a block in the back, but refs saw it clean enough there, and the Kahoks get on the board.
That's nice.
Definitely want to try to work on extra points here, and Chase will be the holder. Reynolds will be the kicker.
And here, high snap. Oh, look at that. Bounces right to Reynolds. He's looking for somewhere to go with it. He'll throw it in, and somebody got pulled down over there in the end zone as that ball was in mid-flight, but they're not going to throw any flags. And that's going to be it. Collinsville will score the 6 points. 5:18 left to play here in this fourth quarter. And Belleville East will get the ball back here in just a moment, so we'll go ahead and take a quick timeout and be back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network. Mike and Sarah's Produce in Collinsville is a one-stop destination for seasonal fruits, vegetables, and more. Located at 116 North Bluff Road, Mike and Sarah's Produce features fresh selections of your favorite fruits and veggies, from cherries, peaches, and watermelons to corn, tomatoes, and zucchini. You can find all of your produce needs at Mike and Sarah's. Seasonal favorites such as pumpkins in the fall, summer peaches, spring asparagus, and more. Plus, Mike and Sarah's Produce is a go-to in the spring for flowered plants, hanging baskets, and a large selection of fresh seafood. Mike and Sarah's Produce, 116 North Bluff Road in Collinsville. Stop by today. Another big welcome there for Mike and Sarah's Produce. Have you been to that place yet?
Me? I took a DoorDash delivery there to a young lady there one time. I haven't shopped there.
It's a pretty impressive place they got going on there, that's for sure. And Sarah Statler, one of the owners, along with her boyfriend Mike, really, really nice. And young, she's like my daughter's age, 21 years old and owns her own business already. How about that?
There you go.
Yeah. How about a 36-yard pass from Wilkinson to Reynolds? Collinsville's on the board, 40-6. But just so you know, in case you're not familiar with the rule, once the mercy rule is intact, you do not go back to the non-mercy rule just because it's not a 40-point lead anymore. So the clock will continue to run as the kickoff is taken at the 15-yard line, and turning upfield is the ball carrier, and that was not a bad little run there by Kevin Gibson.
Donovan Jones tackles him from behind, and a flag comes flying in late.
We'll have to check the flag. It's going to be a hold against Collinsville.
Personal foul or something on the Kahawks.
Oh, yeah.
Penalties against the Kahawks.
Some kind of personal foul.
Yeah, they just call it a personal foul. Usually they tell you what it is.
It's a personal foul against Collinsville.
So that'll move the ball all the way up to the Lancers' 44-yard line. First down and 10 for Kingston Jones, who has three wide receivers over on the far side, one over here on the near side. And Witten is the running back. Jones is going to throw, and he completes it. And a tackle into Collinsville territory, as that was completed to Quintonio Adams.
Jones on the tackle for Collinsville. That's good for Lancers.
Under 4 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. 40-6 in favor of the Lancers. Just can't seem to beat this Lancers team ever since that very first game that Coach Rhodes coached back in 2021. He picked up that win, but it's been 3 opening seasons in a row that Collinsville is going to fall to Belleville East as the Lancers fumble that ball, but I believe they jump back on top of it.
And Belleville East will stay on the schedule for next year because even though the conference is going to different divisions and Collinsville and East will be in separate divisions, they are going to cross over and play each other next year. I don't recall which site. It might be a home game next year for us. Not for certain. But I do know they are on the schedule.
Is it going to be week 1?
No, we're starting with Althoff week 1 next year.
So a different opponent in week number 1 next year. Here is Jones to throw again. That one's popped up in the air, and a nice job over there by Thomas Ramsey to hold on to that ball after it popped straight up in the air on him.
right there in his hands, and it popped up, and he had to stay with it.
Yeah. Hoping that he wasn't going to get creamed from behind or something like that while it was up in the air. 3rd down and 4 for Belleville. East-8-28-25 left to play here in this one.
Definitely subs on both sides here, especially the Kahok defense. They were subbing in a few of them during the last possession.
Kingston Jones has Caleb Witten over his left shoulder. He'll hand the ball off to Witten. Witten will try the left side, but no luck there as Collinsville wraps that one up pretty quickly on a nice tackle there by
Amari Christian.
Amari Christian, yeah.
There you go, nice to see. Get that tackle. Way to sniff out the ball carrier there.
4th down and 6 now for Belleville East. They set that ball in between the hash marks. And the Lancers are going to call a timeout.
Play clock was down to 1.
Yeah. That's why I didn't think anybody would call a timeout during running clock, but that is the case, and we will go ahead and take a real quick break as well, and we're back with the closing moments of this game coming up here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Caseyville VFW Post 1117 Auxiliary supports the VFW with post projects and fundraiser events. The Caseyville VFW Auxiliary also provides donations and sponsorship for Veterans in Need, Jefferson Barracks in St. Louis, the Caseyville Food Pantry, outreach programs, summer lunches for students in the Collinsville Unit 10 School District, and now the Kahok Sports Network. Plus, sponsoring CHS programs like band, theater, and sports. If you would like to provide support or join the Caseyville VFW Auxiliary, contact the Caseyville VFW Post 1117 at 618-344-9878.
1:25 left to play here in this one. Here is Kingston Jones rolling out to his right, throws on the run, and throws well short of any intended target.
Clock continues to run here, so the Cavs going to get any offensive plays in here.
Yeah, that was 4th down, so that's a turnover on downs for Belleville East. So we'll see if Collinsville wants to get a couple of plays off here. They're going to have to hurry. 1 minute to go.
Sean Wright will be in at quarterback.
So Wright will have Stewart back there as his running back, though. Looks like all the wide receivers stay the same. There's a high snap. Wright back to pass.
Lefty.
And he's a lefty, yeah, I just saw that. He'll take off running and head toward the sideline, but before he can get out of bounds, he is dragged down from behind. Wouldn't have mattered anyway, wouldn't have stopped the clock. And now Collinsville will probably have enough time to run one more play, and that's going to be about it. Right. Has Stewart over his right-hand shoulder. High snap. He stays with it, though. Nice job. And then gets out of the way of a sack and then launches a pass downfield. That's going to be up for grabs, and that is going to fall incomplete. We have a flag on the play. That's going to be a pass interference call, but it's not going to matter as time is going to run down, and that is all she wrote, folks. 40-6 is the final score. Time for us to transition into the post-game show, brought to you tonight by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by the one, the only Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. Visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. You can give them a call at 618-343-3602 or online at chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Post-game show comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
I'd like to introduce you to some incredible new technology we have available here at Chiropractic Works. The machine is known as an Invisired lipolaser machine. The Invisired machine emits a red light and red laser that combine in unison to go through the skin layers into the adipose or fat tissue and cause the cells to go ahead and metabolize themselves. The Invisired technology is the only machine that's FDA approved for fat loss, stimulates collagen and elastin, improves the function of the lymphatic system, boosts metabolism.
Well, we're back because a football game cannot end on a defensive penalty. So one untimed play is what we're going to have. And Wright will go back to pass, and he'll launch one down the field again. And that one is going to be knocked down and incomplete. So now the game is officially over. And again, Chiropractic Works post-game show comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
I'd like to introduce you to some incredible new technology we have available here at Chiropractic Works. The machine is known as an InvisiRed lipolaser machine. The InvisiRed machine emits a red light and red laser that combine in unison to go through the skin layers into the adipose or fat tissue and cause the cells to go ahead and metabolize themselves. The InvisiRed technology is the only machine that's FDA approved for fat loss, stimulates collagen and elastin, improves the function of the lymphatic system, boosts metabolism, and increases metabolic response. Typical response after the very first treatment is 1/2 to 2 inches of loss in body measurement. So if you think that this technology could help you accomplish any weight loss or aesthetic goals, we would be glad to have you come in for a consultation, get a first treatment, and experience the amazing benefits that InvisiRed offers.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Is it finally time to start doing what you've been talking about doing for years? Start making those plans right now and let Northwestern Mutual help you plan your future. Former Kahok Joe Philpott can help you get started with that plan today. Joe Philpott, a financial advisor with Northwestern Mutual, can help build a plan specifically for you with a wide range of financial options and the flexibility to change that plan as your priorities change. To get started on your future, give Joel Philpott a call today at Northwestern Mutual's Fairview Heights office at 618-606-2022. Spend your life living with Northwestern Mutual. Call Joel Philpott today, 618-606-2022.
I'd like to introduce you to some incredible new technology we have available here at Chiropractic Works. The machine is known as an InvisiRed lipolaser machine. The InvisiRed machine emits a red light and red laser that combine in unison to go through the skin layers into the adipose or fat tissue and cause the cells to go ahead and metabolize themselves. The InvisiRed technology is the only machine that's FDA approved for fat loss, stimulates collagen and elastin, improves the function of the lymphatic system, boosts metabolism, and increases metabolic response. Typical response after the very first treatment is 1/2 to 2 inches of loss in body measurement. So if you think that this technology could help you accomplish any weight loss or aesthetic goals, we would be glad to have you come in for a consultation, Get a first treatment and experience the amazing benefits that Invisaret offers.
How we do? Hey, welcome back here to Belleville East High School. 40-6 is the final score as Collinsville drops the season opener here at Belleville East to the Lancers. And joining us now is the new offensive coordinator, Stephen Rulo. How are you, Coach?
Hey, not too bad. How are you doing?
I'm hanging in there. I wish I could have better news for you
I
tonight,
agree.
but,
Yeah.
it is the first game, and the roster turnover being what it is, and Belleville East being really good the way they usually are. So give me your thoughts on tonight's game.
Yeah, we played a really good Belleville East team, and we're a team that I wouldn't say is young, but inexperienced on varsity. And so a lot of these guys tonight got their first taste of varsity. Did some things good, obviously did some things not so good, but we're all about the little things this year, and we just didn't complete enough little things against a really, really, really good team.
Yeah, well, I was talking to Coach Rhodes in the pregame interview, and I said, what worries you about Belleville East? He's like, that defensive line.
Yeah.
So they really gave your guys fits tonight.
Yeah, 54, he's a dude. He's a Rulo, but he's not related. But, yeah, he's a dude. He's going to Cincinnati, and he's legit. It's probably the best defensive lineman we're going to play all year. And all around, they're just a solid team. They're coached well. We have a lot of good relationships over there with those guys, but yeah, they're just coached well. They're going to be a good team this year. Can't wait to see what they do for the rest of the year.
Yeah, and I was talking to Coach Rhodes about the big turnover, and the biggest part was probably the offensive line. You only returned Caleb Patton as far as starters go.
Yeah.
So you got a lot of guys that aren't familiar with what's going on and being in that game shape and game ready on game day. So what's going to be the focus when you guys go back and start working on practices and looking at this film?
Yeah, I think it's just finding the right guys to put at the right moments. I mean, we got a few sophomores out there just on the offense in general, but we have really, really good sophomores. So it's like they're learning. They didn't play much JV ball last year, so they're coming right from freshman ball right to varsity ball. So it's an adjustment. And as you could see, and they probably saw tonight, we played a really, really, really good team. And so it's just the speeds, just got to get caught up to speed. And so we're going to continue to work on it in practice with situational stuff and just getting these guys up to speed. But I think just the more they play, the better they're going to be.
Jace Wilkinson gets the first start of his career at quarterback in his senior year. Give me your report card on him.
Yeah, I thought he did well. He had a tough assignment as well with the defensive line. He had to look at that kid every single time in the face. There was times where he struggled, but there was times where he looked really good. But my overall grade is just he just kept leading the team, just kept leading them down. And even late when it could have been real easy to just not compete, not do anything, he let us down, score a touchdown. And that's all because of his leadership. He's a good kid. Glad we have him.
Yeah, 6 points is a lot better than 0, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
all right,
sir.
thank you. We'll see you at Centralia next week.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. That is Stephen Rulo, the offensive coordinator for your Collinsville Kahawks, and we thank him for visiting here with us. That's going to do it for us tonight. A big thank you to Coach Colton Rhodes for hanging out with us in the pregame show that we ended up playing at halftime because of the technical difficulties that we had going on here. And another big thank you to Stephen Rulo joining us on the postgame show, and a big thank you to Chris Keller, who joined us on the other microphone. We are back at you Tuesday. Chris Keller and I will be at O'Fallon Township High School to bring you a little Kahawk soccer as Collinsville tangles up with the Panthers. And that'll be Tuesday's game. Thursday, got more volleyball coming your way. And then a week from tonight, Chris Kettler and I will be in Centralia for week number 2 of the football season. Everybody, have yourselves a fantastic and safe Labor Day weekend. My name is Todd Duke. We will talk to you on Tuesday.